One team would love to go out with an improbable, season-salvaging win. The other hopes the word upset is not muttered at the game's conclusion. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Holy Family High School in Broomfield, Colorado for tonight's game between Denver North and Holy Family. I'm Bill Rogan along with Justin Adams, former CU tight end, also known as 81. And Justin, this game is huge for 7-2 Holy Family.
Well, if they don't win this game today against North, then they could kiss their playoff hopes goodbye. They need this game. And talking to Coach Gabriel beforehand, pretty much the playoffs start today, so they need this game.
Denver North is just 1-8. They won their opening game, but then they've lost 8 in a row. They've had injuries, attrition. It's been a tough year for them, but they would love to come out and pull the upset. And in high school football, in college football, and the NFL, upsets are not that uncommon.
Well, unfortunately, I know a little bit something of upsets. In 2006, I was a part of the team, the University of Colorado, that lost to Montana State. So upsets do happen, and that's what North is looking for today. They're looking for a major upset, and what they're going to need is they're going to need turnovers, they're going to need their special teams to show up, and also they're going to need to be proficient at running the ball today. If they could do all three of those things, they could keep it close.
Albert Rodriguez, the second-year head coach of Denver North, knows that he doesn't have a lot of players, but they're a feisty bunch, and they'll come to play.
Yeah, and why not? This is the last game for the seniors. What a better way than to end it with an upset victory over a team that's not only ranked 10th in the state, but also is supposed to be going deep into the playoffs. Why not end their playoffs hopes today?
Now, Holy Family is a team that shows up to play every week. I would be surprised if there's a letdown, but there's always that possibility. Head coach Mike Gabriel, though, is very cautious.
Well, he has every right to be. Anytime you have a game that you're supposed to win, you always can have a letdown, especially when you're dealing with 14 to 18-year-old teenagers. But what I expect today is for Holy Family to come together and play well, especially since today is senior night. You're not, you don't always will get the chance to play this game, and so take every advantage of this, because this may be the last time these seniors will be on this field.
It's a beautiful night here at Holy Family High School. The crowd is filing in, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff and the starting lineups after this. Victor Gonzalez will kick off for North High School. And deep for Holy Family is Weston Dinsmore. Also back deep is Jake Ravula. Or check that, Jason Martinez. So we're set to go. Bill Rogan along with Justin Adams at Holy Family High School. And they're having a little bit of a clock issue. Not our fault this time. When we were at Broomfield last week, our portable space heater blew out the scoreboard.
Can you believe it? Just a small space heater was the reason why it blew out everything. But look, we're not going to need a space heater today. It's 54 degrees right now, and it's going to cool down to 46 degrees by game's end, so we should be fine for tonight.
That's still pretty cold to me. So the wind is slightly blowing from left to right on your TV screen. North comes in, as we mentioned in the pregame. They are 1-8 and 1-3 on the road. Their one victory was opening night. They defeated Denver West 35-6. Since then, they've lost 8 in a row. Some of them pretty close, heartbreaking losses. The last week, they lost to Frederick 47-0. Holy Family, on the other hand, 7-2. They need this game to get in the playoffs. Their 2 losses to Silver Creek and Frederick. Last week, Holy Family, a 21-14 win over Centaurus. So now we're set to go. Gonzalez has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. And the wind is now picking up, swirling. Looks like it's going right to left now. Also deep for Holy Family is Ryan Younggreen.
Lastly, take a look at the standings, Bill. Frederick has already clinched the northern standing, or the northern division, so this game is very crucial for Holy Family for seeding.
It's an onside kick. High hop controlled by Holy Family, and they will have good field position out at the 49-yard line. And we'll see who the alert man for the Tigers was able to come up with that football. And that was Jared Fellows.
Well, what a way to start a game on an outside kick. But Fellows comes up with the ball. Pretty high bounce, good kick. But again, Fellows gets the ball at the 38 and he advances it all the way down to the 49-yard line. Great field position for Holy Family.
After this play, we'll set the offense for you. David Summers is the quarterback, a junior for the Tigers. And the first handoff gets good yardage to Weston Dinsmore. Holy Family's offense, as they will face a 2nd and short. The quarterback is David Summers. And again, they go the hurry-up offense, so we'll post the starters after this play.
Well, remember the last time we were here.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, there you go.
De Herrera, the tailback. Fullback is Johnson. Hallwaddell and Dinsmore and Erb are the receivers. They will give a first down. Summers keeps on a 1st and 10. Big yardage, and Summers cuts it inside down to the 23-yard line. So 2 plays, 2 big chunks of yardage, and here's that hurry-up offense trying to tire out early the Denver North defense.
Well, Denver North doesn't have a lot of numbers on their team overall, so because of that, this high-powered, fast-paced offense will really wear down North very early.
Summers, the slant, complete, and down to the 6-yard line. Chuck Hallwaddell, and that's another first down. And 1 minute in, Holy Family has 3 first downs.
And you can see, Bill, at the top of your screen, North trying to make a couple of substitutions.
And they barely get a guy off the field. 1st and goal. Summers keeps. Summers picks his way to the end zone. Touchdown. So 6-0 Holy Family on the touchdown by David Summers.
The holder is number 17, Jake Shepard, and the long snapper, number 58, Daniel Kubiska.
So the extra point try by Marco Leonardo. He's a junior. The holder is Jake Shepard. And there's going to be motion, I think, on, or legal procedure on Holy Family. And that touchdown by David Summers, his 15th of the season. So a 5-yard infraction. That'll make it a little bit of a longer extra point. 24-yard extra point for Leonardo.
Taking a quick look at Coach Mike Gabriel.
Looks a lot longer on TV than it does. Looks like he's kicking an 80-yarder on TV. Here's a good shot. Good snap. Hold. Line drive kick. And it is good. Slips it inside the left upright. So Holy Family, a minute 13 in. They strike early. 7-0 Tigers. And now we'll see if the Vikings can answer. And let's take a look at that touchdown, Justin.
Well, again, it's just a quarterback keeper. You fake it directly up the middle. And then you use the blocking of your fullback. You break a tackle, and there you go. The first touchdown of the game by Mr. Summers there. 7-0, Holy Family.
And the center, Willie Clements, was looking for somebody to block. He was ready to wipe somebody out, but the hole was so big he couldn't find anybody.
Well, and that's what happens when you play such a fast-paced offense as Holy Family, as they have.
See the cars in the distance?
Okay.
Looks like the final scene from Field of Dreams.
It does.
If you build it, they will come.
Speaking of if you would build it, how about such a great campus that we have here? A nice stadium, great press box. Holy Family has done a great job building up this facility.
Gets better and better, little by little, every year. Timmy Canodi will kick off for the Tigers. And he hits one low on the ground. Picked up by an up man. And that's Donaciano Ornelas, the quarterback. He gets it out to the 34-yard line, so pretty good starting position for the Vikings.
A man who does everything, huh?
Offensively for the Vikings, they will go with Donaciano Ornelas at quarterback. We'll also see at quarterback tonight Santiago Marine. The running backs, Victor Gonzalez, Daniel Ramirez. The wideouts, Flores and Workman. Tight end is Perez. And up front, Ramirez, Bowen, Gamboa, Rios, and Ruval Kalba. So the first possession for Denver North. located just off Spear Boulevard in Denver.
Well, there's movement all over the line.
And the handoff goes immediately to Daniel Ramirez, and he may have lost some yardage. And they'll mark it back 2 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and 12. Holy Family's defense will set that in a moment. Tell you, when Holy Family is on offense, it's hard to set the starters on both sides because of that hurry-up offense. We talked to Albert Rodriguez, the head coach of Denver North. He wants to be more methodical, run the ball and take some time off the clock.
And to make this game shorter is the reason why he wants to run this clock.
Direct snap, and that is Marin. Check that, Ornelas. So Ornelas gets the ball out to the 44-yard line. Pretty good gain. An 11-yard pickup. That'll be 3rd and a yard. There's the Holy Family defense. Up front, Cowell, Leonardo, Jansen, Fiorino, and Lavoie. The linebackers, Ravula and Younggreen. Corners, Hallwaddell and Shepard. Sheen and Martinez are the safeties.
It'll be huge for North to get a 1st down here. Again, they're in a shotgun set. Look at the bottom of the screen. You have 2 wide receivers right behind their tight end.
And a little misdirection, and that'll get the 1st down for the Vikings. That was a little nice trickery there. Victor Gonzalez, it started out right. Handoff to Gonzalez going in the other direction. And they get 3 yards for a 1st down.
And again, the clock will keep moving, so this is exactly what Coach Rodriguez is looking for. Get 1st downs and keep the clock moving.
And that's a confidence builder. You don't want to go 3 and out after a score.
Especially the way that Holy Family's offense was moving on the 1st drive. You want to keep them off the field.
Ornelas on the keeper around the left side. Gets about a yard before he's knocked out of bounds. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. On the tackle for Holy Family was Ben Lavoie.
Well, you know what that does, Bill, is that even though it's only a gain of, 1 or 2, you're still making positive, you're making progression. You're on schedule. You're not 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13. 2nd and 2 is a whole lot better. And so you're keeping positive drives going on, and as long as you keep that going on, you will have the momentum.
Here's the Holy Family sideline. You can see Mike Gabriel with his hands folded toward the top of the screen. Mike Gabriel in his 5th year at Holy Family. Interesting point about the 2 coaches after this play. Here's the give to Ubias, and he loses some yardage. Gabriel Ubias, his 1st carry of the night. And it looks like it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. Both head coaches are coaching their alma maters.
Nice.
Mike Gabriel went to school here. All the Gabriels went to school at Holy Family. And Albert Rodriguez, also known as A-Rod to his pals, he was a graduate of Denver North, played for Denver North, and we'll get more into his story as we move along. But that's a guy, I think, that will bring this program back to prominence.
Yes, a wide receiver, played 1989 for North, so a guy who knows that program very well.
His heart is in the right place. Downfield, incomplete. Pass was intended for Forrest Flores, and Shepard was on the coverage, so that'll bring up 4th down and a punting situation.
Well, if we take a look at the replay, it's just a rollout pass. And if you look at every play so far, as North has had, everything has been to the outside. Nothing has been between the tackles. So here you have the quarterback roll out to his right and throw the ball, and the ball just got a little bit away for Ornelas.
The punter is Robert Castillo. And it's blocked! Blocked by Ryan Younggreen, who scoops it up and will score!
Oh my goodness!
That's one for the highlight reel. Good heavens. Ryan Younggreen came in unimpeded and got all that. The old double hit. A punter hates that sound.
Oh my goodness.
That was good.
This is definitely not the way that Coach Rodriguez would want this game to start. But what a great block. What a great block punt, and you get to return it in for a touchdown. Great play there for Holy Family.
So Leonardo will attempt his 2nd extra point tonight. 13-0 Holy Family. We'll take a look at that play in a moment. But not only did he block the punt, he was able to scoop and score. And Leonardo tacks on the extra point. And it's 14-0, less than 4 minutes into this game here at Holy Family.
I call this kind of like the cookies and cream because this is exactly what you want. When you block the punt, that's when you get your cookies. That's when you get the snacks, you get the sweets. As we look at the replay here, and this is of the incomplete pass, the play earlier. But as we're going to describe the block punt, you get the block. That's the cookies there. And then the cream, you scoop up the ball, you go in the end zone. A wonderful combination. Now we have the highlight again. But here's the thing I want you to see. You see how his hands were in front of his body? That's what you want. You want your hands to always be in front of your body. Too many times, a lot of guys, they just put their hands up, and then you scoop it up, take it in, take it to the house. 14-0 Holy Family.
And Justin, when you were talking about hands in front of the body, thanks for blocking the TV screen here, the monitor. I'm trying to see the play, and I see your hands.
Well, you know, you got to. Sometimes you got to be a little bit more descriptive here, you know.
It was a good visual. And it's a good thing he got it in the hands. I think if he got it in the stomach, he may have lost his cookies.
Exactly.
So Holy Family will boot it away. And the kick is low again. Picked up by the up man, Victor Gonzalez. Tries to turn the corner before he's chopped down by Shepard. So again, good field position for the Denver North Vikings. These two teams have played the last 2 seasons. Holy Family has won both games. Now I see that N on the helmet of Denver North. I think Northwestern, very similar looking uniform.
Yeah, it does.
Except for the gold part.
The gold socks.
The gold socks.
Well, again, you know what, for North, you're down 14-0. As we have a face mask penalty here, so add 15 yards to the end of that run. But you know what? You take what you have here, you get a drive going. You know, you get something started, and you use the running game, you know, and hopefully you get a score here on this drive. And if not, you want to pin Holy Family deep into their own territory.
Well, Denver North starting at the Holy Family 48-yard line. So quarterback Donaciano Ornelas in good shape here. And timeout by Holy Family. They're trying to signal timeout. They did not get it. That's a break for Holy Family. They were a little disheveled on that one. And here comes Ubias, and he gets swallowed up. That's a big loss. Leading the charge for Holy Family, Nicola Leonardo. And that's a 7-yard loss. Bring up 2nd down and 17. And there's number 72, Leonardo, on your screen.
And we look to have a timeout here by North. So that'll be their first timeout of the half.
It gives us a chance to tell you who the officials are. The referee is Doug Graham. The umpire is Derek Schuster. The head linesman, Jim Zahner. The side judge, Ron Sweet. And the back judge is Larry Bonicelli. I'm guessing Larry is Italian.
Just by a little bit. Now we don't know the guy or the referee whose last game it is today, but we did speak to one referee, and he said that today will be it for him after 35 years of being in the stripes.
He didn't want to tell us his name,
right.
So we have to figure out where he is on the field. I think he is.
I think he's the back man. I think.
Well, let's see. I got my binoculars out.
Let me take a look at the.
Yes, the back judge.
Okay, so we got the back judge.
So that's Larry Bonicelli.
There he is, the Italian.
37 years is the official word, and he has a playoff game tomorrow in 5A, and then it's it. His career is done.
Good for him.
Thank you for serving high school football. And on the far side, taking a big hit is Ornelas. Tyler Sheen, the senior on the tackle. And Justin, you played high school and college football. When you're a senior, it's a bittersweet feeling.
Well,
your last game.
The last time that you
home game.
Yeah, the last home game. The last time for these guys at North that you strap on the pads for many of them, and it's memories that will last a lifetime. It's bonds that you have, bonds that I still have till this day. Nothing better than playing this game of football, and the relationships and friendships that you have will last a lifetime.
And the older you get, the better you were.
That was always good.
And here's another misdirection play, and coming around the right side and getting lit up was Forrest Flores. Good heavens. Getting his nose in there, Jason Martinez.
I see you, Mr. Martinez, coming to make contact with bad intentions. My goodness.
Well, what was it that the legendary coach Eddie Robinson said? He wanted his linebackers to be agile, mobile, and hostile.
That's it. That's it.
And
you don't play this game of football.
Martinez is not a linebacker, but he was agile, mobile, and hostile on that one.
Especially you want your cornerbacks to be tackling that way.
And let's see how this punt goes. Robert Castillo had his first punt blocked. And an illegal substitution on North. So that'll push it back 5 yards. It'll make it a 4th and 20. Awaiting the kick is Jake Shepard. He didn't have the chance last time because Ryan Younggreen blocked the punt and ran it in for a score. So we'll see if Robert Castillo can get this kick away. Good snap. And he gets it to Shepard, who fields it at the 28-yard line. We're going to have a penalty on Holy Family. This will come back as Jason Martinez got a guy in the back. So break for Denver North. 6:28 to go in the first quarter, and the Tigers lead the Vikings 14-0.
I think they picked up the flag there, Bill.
Huh.
So they're going to start at the 45.
Why would he throw the flag then if he's going to pick it up?
I believe it was a marker. So,
Okay.
like, this is where you officially start, or just where you receive the punt.
Thank you. My apologies to the official. But I thought it looked like a block in the back anyway.
Kind of like Notre Dame, Colorado, Orange Bowl 91.
That was not a block in the back when Rocket scored. Summers launches it deep. He's got a man. Complete. Inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. Chuck Holwadell on the reception. And that is a 50-yard gain.
What a great play, a great call by Coach Gabriel. This is their second possession, and to come right out of the gates and throw a fly route, great play call.
And Holwadell is a little shaken up as he's hobbling off. Entering the game is Jeff Ball, a junior, to take his place. Ball lines up on the far side. Summers keeps. Pitches. Touchdown, Holy Family, Weston Dinsmore. And Holy Family now breaking it open as Dinsmore picks up his first touchdown of the season running. He has one receiving, so his second touchdown overall. And halfway through this first quarter, it's 20-0 Holy Family. And Denver North better find a solution soon, or it could be a long night.
Great.
For us.
Yeah, definitely. It's 20-0 already. 6 minutes to the game.
Marco Leonardo trying his third extra point. And he chips it through. 21-0 Tigers in front of the senior night crowd. One of the nice touches, and maybe sometime tonight, as the cannon goes off, scaring most people in the stadium.
Scared you a little bit, huh?
One of the nice touches is they have the pictures of the seniors on the fence in front of the grandstand here.
Yeah, and they should have a picture of this too. What a great play by David Sommers, giving the pitch to Weston Dinsmore, who falls into the end zone for the touchdown. Again, his first of the season. And so
I'd like to see that again if the crew
Sure.
can run that back, because the pitch was nearly picked off.
well, yeah, let's take a look at it one more time, and we could see
Very close.
yeah, which North player was almost there to pick off the
Summers
the pitch.
almost delivered it a split second too late.
Well, and you know what? During the run, if you look at the eyes of Summers, he was actually looking for Dinsmore the whole time. Okay, where are you at? Where are you at? He's looking again. Looked once, looks again, and then he pitches.
Oh.
Okay.
Guy was coming up.
Yeah, he was coming to hit Summers.
Another low kick fielded by an up man, and getting driven to the ground was Philip Quintana. So Quintana with good hands 5'7", 160 pounds. I think they're stretching him out and putting some weight on him.
Well, he's a wide receiver, so you have to have good hands to be a wide receiver. I'm very interested to see how North will respond. Down 21-0. We're just halfway into the first quarter. Offensively, Coach Rodriguez has called nothing but outside plays. You had a couple of misdirection plays, but everything has been outside of the tackles. I'm interested to see, you got a couple of big boys up front. Will he run up the middle?
Ornelas, he fires deep. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Forrest Flores, and on the coverage was Jared Fellows.
Second passing play to Forrest Flores, and just missed him yet again.
Both were overthrows.
Both were overthrows. This time it looked like he was doing an out route. Also converted it a little bit more to a corner route, but had man-on-man coverage. So here's a new formation that we haven't seen as they spread out the field North on this play here.
Ornelas downfield, incomplete, and we're going to get a flag. Looks like they'll call pass interference on Jared Fellows, as that pass was intended for Robert Castillo. Take another look.
Yeah, again, taking a look at the replay, getting the snap, and just looking immediately. It looks like Ornelas had a problem of getting a good grip on the ball, but there, you see it there. You cannot have contact once the ball is in the air. You have to let the wide receiver go. You cannot have contact. That's pass interference all day.
Holy Family with 2 penalties on the night for 30 yards.
Well, Coach Rodriguez was very animate about telling us how he was going to run the ball. Now he came out the first 2 plays of this third possession passing. So, getting a little bit out of his game plan. But you know what? You get a penalty, you're driving the ball, so if it's working, stick with it.
Ball is at the Holy Family 49-yard line. Second time for North inside Holy Family territory. And there's a pass that almost was picked off by Fellows. And so a break for North, as there was no turnover there. And that has been a problem for them.
Yes, definitely, and that's what Coach Rodriguez was telling us about. It's just a crossing route as the ball goes on the inside, and it hits Fellows in the wrong place between the 2 and the 4.
Thing is, he'll dream about that all night.
Oh, that's pick 6 city over there.
Those opportunities don't come around all the time.
As we look at Summers warming up.
Summers, number 7, trying to stay loose, throwing to Weston Dinsmore. 2nd and 10 for the Vikes. Fumble. Ornelas picks it up and gets crunched. Dante Cowell. Welcome to the hurt zone. Goodness. I just made that up. Welcome to the hurt zone.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
I like you ad-libbing a little bit. Let's take a look here at the replay.
He was fortunate to get the ball back.
Well, you know what? And to be honest, when the ball goes like this, sometimes the best thing to do is just fall on the ball because you may get walloped like that. Ouch.
260 pounds of fury burying Ornelas into the turf. And this is real grass, not an artificial turf field. Most teams do play on artificial turf these days. And the new quarterback in. The freshman throws it downfield, incomplete. And Santiago Marin comes in and fires deep. So it'll bring up 4th and 14 for Denver North. And again, a punt coming up. Going back deep is Chris Helbig. He's just a freshman for Holy Family. He's awaiting the punt, standing at the Holy Family 16-yard line.
Well, let's see what the young man can do.
And the new punter coming in is Victor Gonzalez. So he'll try his first punt of the night. Flag flies, kick is high but short. And the ball's loose. And covering up on it, looks like North got it.
Well, you can't do that, young man. You can't do that, young man.
And Helbig is hurt, getting up slowly on the 34-yard line. Came up to receive it on the run, and he muffed it. Doug Graham, the official in the white hat. waving it off.
All righty, so North, there you go. That's one of the keys to the game that they need, a turnover. Keeps them in the game. But going back to the freshman standing back, getting the return is that if you're going to run and get the ball like that, you cannot be a little bit lackadaisical in your efforts to get it. You have to charge in there, make sure you get your feet under you to receive the ball. That's why it hit the tip of his fingertips, and now it fell out. Muffed punt, North ball.
Freshman Santiago Marin is the quarterback, 5'9", 150. First and 10. The lefty. Downfield, he's got a man, complete. Tackled at the 10-yard line. Reception by Eric Perez, the tight end. And North Vikings in business right now.
Great play by Marine on the play action pass, throwing it to somebody I like, the tight end, wide open on the pop pass. You pretty much just send your tight end on a go route. Defense comes in, you have one-on-one coverage, perfect throw right over the shoulder to Mr. Eric Perez.
First and goal at the 9-yard line. The freshman QB has given the Vikings a lift. Handoff straight up the middle, and chugging down to the 1-yard line is Daniel Ramirez. And there's the inside run you were looking for.
There you go. Well, you give it to the big guy. Why not? Daniel Ramirez, get this, Bill. 5'8", 215 pounds. Give it to the big guy, especially now you're inside the 1-yard line. Let the big man move. Look at number 70. Look at 72. Get it behind those two hog mollies right here. This is the type of football that excites me. It's mano-a-mano. There's nothing you could do, nowhere you could go, nowhere you can hide. There you go.
The give to Victor Gonzalez, short of the end zone. You got to come down here, Justin.
Well, you know, I get a little bit excited when I see this.
Tell you what, why don't you go down there and put the pads on?
Well, I don't know.
You would if you could.
If I had eligibility, I would.
Boy, we should put a camera in the booth here just to see you going through your gyrations here tonight. Blocking punts, setting up for goal line situations.
Monumental play here for North. You have to score.
Two down territory, I would surmise. Quarterback keeper. Marin is close. No signal. Touchdown.
All right.
Denver North gets on the board with 3:09 to go in the first quarter. And pretty jubilant is Santiago Marin. They'll attempt the extra point. There's an excited fan by the cannon.
Well, I think that's the guy doing the cannon.
I'll tell you more about him in a minute.
Okay.
His name is Bob Harder, by the way.
Okay.
Extra point will be attempted by Angelo Lamori. It's a fake. Looking for two. Throw to the end zone is incomplete. Good coverage by Tyler Sheen on the attempt. They were looking for Eric Perez, but there is a penalty marker, I believe. Is there? There it is.
Yeah, there's your flag.
Our cameraman right on it.
Yellow hanky on the field.
Are they going to wave it off?
They have before.
That bugs me when they wave off flags. Don't throw it if it's not a penalty.
Oh, it looks like the referees are...
Doug Graham is the ref.
Yeah, waving for the players to get back on the field.
Illegal procedure, so it's a dead ball foul before the two-point attempt. So we'll probably see an extra point try now, but they went for two. It did not work.
Well, let's take another replay at the touchdown. Just the quarterback sneak. Santiago driving his team down after the muffed punt.
Rudy Gamboa, the center, with a nice block. Also in there, pushing his way forward, was Fernando Ruvalcaba.
Well, get the big uglies moving. That's what you have to do. If you got big guys, get them going. You should always get 1 yard.
They're going to go for two again from the 9-yard line.
Empty it out.
Toward the end zone, it is incomplete. Intended for Perez, covered by Tyler Sheen. So they went for two, it failed, and Holy Family up by 15 points here in the first quarter. Bill Rogan along with Justin Adams. We thank you for tuning in. Unfortunately, this is our last game of the season. But I think our best game of the year, and we saw some good ones this season,
Definitely.
Justin. Broomfield Legacy was a classic game. But a few weeks ago here, when Erie was going for 2 in overtime. If they make it, they win. If they don't, they lose. Holy Family stopped it. The defense rose to the occasion. 43-42, Holy Family wins. I think that was our game of the year.
Well, if we go back to that game, remember that Erie was gashing Holy Family's defense with the give up the middle to their running back. And then on the 2-point conversion, they went on an option play with the quarterback.
To the left.
And the quarterback was stopped. And, I mean, this place erupted. What a great scene. This is why you got to love high school football on Friday nights.
Victor Gonzalez, little pooch kick, fielded at the 25 by Fellows. And he is dropped at the 33-yard line. And on the tackle for the Vikings was Thomas Alexander.
Now, I know it's been very difficult for North today to make a stop on defense, but just imagine what happens if they could get a stop here. Just the momentum of what that would give for this North defense. So this is a very important series here for Holy Family.
That was a good shot at the back of Mike Gabriel's head. I always like the back of the head shots. And getting out to the 50-yard line is Jared De Herrera into Vikings territory at the 49. And that was a scamper of 18 yards.
Yes, and De Herrera is going to come out the game. He's a little bit woozy, maybe checked out for a concussion, was swung around and thrown hard to the turf on the tackle there. Tackle was made by number 25, Philip Quintana.
That was just the first carry for De Herrera. And here's the give off the right side. First down yardage for Ryan Younggreen. And Holy Family in that hurry-up offense. So if you're a fan of replays, not right now.
You may want to rewind this game at home.
By the way, do you know what game had the first instant replay?
No, I don't.
You can chew on that. You gave me a trivia question
Okay.
last week. You
like
ambushed
that.
me.
I did.
I got you there. Little swing pass to Sheen. Penalty marker flies as Sheen is tackled by Donaciano Ornelas. Little swing pass. Didn't get much, and it's going to be against Holy Family. That'll be their third penalty of the night.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy early in the game, so.
I believe it was 1963, early 60s.
Okay.
Army-Navy game in Philadelphia was the
Nice.
first use of instant replay. Holding on Holy Family. So it'll still be second down, but now make it second down and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Then if you're wondering why it's not second and 12, it's because it was a spot foul. So it's marked off from the spot of where the penalty occurred.
You should go into officiating. You ever thought of that?
I have. I'll tell you a little bit about that.
Okay. Younggreen up the middle, picks up about 7. And a good stop by Forrest Flores. There's Younggreen, number 20, running off along with the fullback, David Johnson. Third and a long 2 or short 3.
4 down territory for Holy Family.
Depends what they do here. Summers looking for some room, has the first down before he is crunched out of bounds. And a penalty marker flies, could have a late hit.
Oh, you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot if you're Denver North. Make Holy Family go the whole field. Don't give them extra yards. Don't give them free yards now.
Personal foul against Denver North. So 15 yards added to the end of the run. Second penalty for North, 20 yards on the night. David Summers rushing the ball for Holy Family. 3 carries, 29 yards.
Okay, quickly, what's that average, Bill?
3 for 29, that's about
Come on.
8, 9 a carry.
There you go.
Johnson up the middle. Gets close to a first down inside the 10-yard line. Not sure who made the stop on that one. Might have been Ruvalcaba. Second down, 3 yards to go. And here's a good play. Nice penetration by Eric Perez, and he drops De Herrera for a loss. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
There you go again, Bill. Again, an opportunity for North to just hold here on defense. Even if North gets a field goal, that's a win for North.
Summers, little screen, has De Herrera, and he gets hit from behind. Good pursuit from the far side of the field by Adonis Glover.
Adonis Glover, the big man, 6'2", 185 senior. He knows this is his final game, dressed up in the Viking uniform. What a great play there to see the screen, to sniff it out and to make the play.
So Marco Leonardo will try a 32-yard field goal from the left hash mark. Daniel Kubastek will snap. Shepard will hold. Good shot at Leonardo. Penalty marker.
Well, now what we're going to have here, it may be offsides on number 2, Gabriel, for North. He was a little bit tardy.
I don't know if he was tardy. I think he was early.
A little early, excuse me. There you go.
It's not a first down, but it'll make it a little bit more of a chip shot for Marco Leonardo.
Well,
if Holy Family chooses to go for the field goal.
There you go.
And they will. So they'll spot it at the tee at the 17-yard line. A 27-yard attempt for Leonardo. He's 3 for 3 tonight in extra points. And he bangs it through. So Leonardo adds 3. And with 24 seconds left in the first quarter, it's Holy Family 24, Denver North 6.
Yeah, that's Leonardo's 8th made field goal of the season. So it's still a win for North here as we take a look at the screenplay that was snuffed out. Again, you see North set up kind of in a spread formation, having both of their running backs in the backfield. The pass there, first man on the play was Victor Gonzalez, but then as you see later on in the play, my big man, the tight end, Adonis Glover, cleaning up the mess there.
Adonis, that sounds like a linebacker type name.
Well, look, if you're 6'2" and higher, you should have a name like Adonis.
I don't think too many wimpy guys are named Adonis. I think it's Greek.
Yeah, big man. I think that's what it stands for. Adonis, Greek for big man.
There you go. Marco Leonardo will kick off. The Timmy Canodi was kicking off earlier, but now Leonardo tee it up. Here's some chatter on the sideline. Little pooch kick will bounce at the 15, and it's picked up by Ornelas. Ornelas gets it across the 30 to the 31-yard line before he's taken down by Dante Cowell. So again, pretty good field position for Denver North. That has not been the problem.
Well, if there's one thing that Holy Family wants to work on, especially going forward into the playoffs, is that they have to pin the opposing team under 25 yards. They have let North get every possession. I mean, this is the worst fielded position that North has had in this game, and it's starting from the 32-yard line. So Holy Family is going to have to do a better job at that on the next game.
So the freshman quarterback who led the previous touchdown drive, Santiago Marin, will come out 1st and 10. Hands it off up the middle, and minimal yardage for Daniel Ramirez. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. As you see the clock ticking down, our score, Holy Family 24, Denver North 6. Second quarter action next.
At the end of the first quarter, it's Holy Family 24, North 6.
The first play of the second quarter. 2nd down and 9 for Denver North. Ball at the 33-yard line of the Vikings. Marine fires it deep, incomplete. He was looking for Forrest Flores, and he was covered on the play. Nice coverage by Jared Fellows, the senior. Again, senior night here at Holy Family High School, Mike Gabriel Stadium. And it's not for Mike Gabriel, the current head coach. It's for his dad, Mike Gabriel, who used to be the head coach, but is now an assistant coach under his son.
He's kind of a big thing around here.
Yes.
A little bit important.
When they name a stadium after you, that's a good thing. It's funny, though, the elder Mike Gabriel told me he likes having the name of the stadium, but he's glad it's not Memorial Stadium.
Exactly.
3rd and 9 for the Vikings. Downfield, a man is open, complete, and it could go for 6. Firing down the field is Cesar Escobedo. Touchdown.
Unbelievable. What a play.
Good heavens. And that was a 67-yard gain. Is that correct, Connor? 67 yards, according to our stat man, Connor Shreve. And that made the Holy Family fans pipe down for a brief moment. So Escobedo over the middle, and we'll get a look at that after the extra point. But the far sideline showing some life. 24-12, and they're going to go for 2 here, Justin. And hey, if they make it, it's just a 10-point ball game.
Why not? You have nothing to lose, and that's exactly what Coach A-Rod was telling. Hey, you get this 2-point conversion, you're only down by 10.
And a flag flies. They're counting players on the field.
Looks like 12 men on the field.
Illegal participation. So they had 12 guys on the field, and running off the field is David Workman. Maybe he was the guilty guy.
Well, that's Santiago's 8th touchdown pass of the season.
I tell you, Santiago Marine, just for a freshman, he's shown us some excitement here.
Yeah, Coach A-Rod was telling us about his leadership qualities. Even though he's a freshman, I mean, great leadership. I mean, the guy's only $150. I mean, soaking wet, but you can see great heart out there on the field.
So the ball at the 8-yard line for this 2-point try. Pass is complete or incomplete. Would have been short anyway. Good coverage by Tyler Sheen as Eric Perez was the intended target. So Marine 2 for 4, 90 yards and a touchdown. And Denver North passing 2 for 7.
Good
for 90
night.
yards.
Let's take a look at the replay again as Marine gets the snap. You know, real good protection here. Has a man in his face, but throws the ball right over the middle, and it goes right into the hands of number 28, Mr. Cesar Escobedo. Makes a spin move there, and he's off to the races. Nothing but green grass, and he takes it all the way to the house. Big play there.
One little mistake, though. I'm going to be a coach here,
Okay,
Justin.
go ahead.
As Escobedo was looking back. If you have nothing in front of you, you run.
Yeah, because you slow yourself down when you look back. You always want to look ahead. So luckily, as we say in football, he didn't get bit by the hawk to bite him from behind.
What a lot of NFL players do when they're running in that manner, they look up at the video boards at NFL stadiums and they can see. No video boards here yet at Holy Family High School.
But goodness, don't they have everything else pretty much? But again, let's take a look back at this game. You know, Holy Family was up 21-0. You know, had all the momentum on their side, and then a muffed punt, you know, gives the ball to North in their own, in Holy Family territory around the 30-yard line. They score. Now you look up, it's a 24-12 football game. We have a game here, Bill.
Victor Gonzalez lines it to Helbig, who gets out to the 40-yard line. So Chris Helbig fielded the line drive and good field position for Holy Family. And if they thought Denver North would be a pushover coming in with an 8-game losing streak at 8-1, they were mistaken.
Well, you know what? That's what Coach Rodriguez was telling us about his team, is that, you know, they may not have the most talent, but they're a scrappy football team. And I'll take a scrappy football team any day.
I'll take a talented, scrappy team any day.
Oh, you always want the meal deal. You always want everything, huh?
And the pass complete down the right sideline to the fullback. And getting knocked out of bounds inside Vikings territory is Zach Tremblay, the junior. And that was a very well-designed play.
Well, Tremblay getting the ball out on the flat. And a nice pass there by Summers. It took the ball all the way down to the 31-yard line. Great reception and run there. It's what you expect out of the big man.
Holy Family, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. De Herrera up the middle. He gets grabbed and taken to the ground. On the tackle was Kenny Ortiz. Penalty marker, though.
Kenny Ortiz, there's a penalty on the play.
You know, Bill, also one more thing that all these penalties, with what they do for the Holy Family offense, is it stops them. Holy Family wants to move. They want everything to be quick. And when you are stopped by these penalties, even though this may be something that's waved off, it stops how quick the offense is. You know what? And it gives Denver North a chance to rest.
And again, 12 men on the field for Denver North. So 1st and 5. Ball will be placed at the 26-yard line. Boy, you're snapping your fingers there. You look like Bobby Darin.
A little bit excited here. I had the hands in the way of the monitor. My body was in the way. Now I'm snapping.
Summers fakes the handoff. Being pursued by Perez. Pass is incomplete. Looking for Tyler Sheen. And it would have been good for a first down. Guys, bring up 2nd and 5.
Guys, if we could get this replay, there's one thing that I want to show you that Summers did on this play when he rolled out. And let's see if we get this replay a little bit quicker. Again, Summers rolls out to his left, but look at his shoulders. Look at his shoulders are again parallel to the field. So now when he throws the ball, he's not throwing it off balance. He's throwing it right directly at his target.
De Herrera, he gets tackled. Picks up maybe a yard. Cesar Escobedo and Victor Gonzalez team up on the takedown. Actually, no gain, so it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Tigers. Here in the second quarter.
Yes.
Under 11 minutes to go. De Herrera, the lone back. Summers. Pop pass incomplete. Looking for, not sure who he's looking for. Actually, it was Matthew Erb who was in the slot to the right. And they're going to try a field goal here as Marco Leonardo comes out. This will be a long one. So again, another decent defensive stop by Denver North.
This will be Leonardo's 13th attempt of the season. It's a long one.
They better hurry up here. Ball will be kicked from the 43-yard line, or checked at the 33. A 43-yard attempt. No wind.
No, Bill, looks like we're going to have a fake here. We're going to have a fake.
They're trying to draw North offside. Now they call a timeout. So good discipline by the Vikings defense. And there's Mike Gabriel. You see him holding the program in his left hand. He told us he's not taking this team for granted, Denver North. And Holy Family has had a few penalties tonight. They've had 3 penalties for 40 yards. They had a muffed punt. So they have not played a clean game. And Mike Gabriel said he wants his team to play 60 minutes. And they've had, or actually 48 minutes in high school football.
Right.
He wants them to play a full game.
Well, you get the picture here. And as we talked to Coach Gabriel before the game, he was telling us that the only game that he said offensively they've started and finished the game was the Erie game. So, you know, it was a great start. Everything that he wanted from the get-go. But again, his offense is starting to bog down a little bit, now settling for field goals.
Leonardo will attempt a 43-yard field goal. No wind. Flag is hanging still to our right. And it will be a fake. And Young Green around the right side, and he gets tackled. Oh, terrific stop by Adonis Glover, who was alert. Denver North did not fall for it. And that's good coaching on the part of Denver North, making sure their guys were wary of a fake, or the possibility of. So Denver North, they're not going away. Down by 12. And they have the football at their own 26-yard line.
Well, you try to fake him out with the misdirection play, and it just didn't work. What a great play. And a great tackle by Philip Quintana, the junior.
Actually, it was Adonis Glover.
Adonis Glover with the tackle. There you go. All right.
Don't want to cheat a guy out of a tackle.
No, you don't want to do that. That's right. Always want to make sure that you're right.
I'm sure at CU when Dave Platty gave a statistic you earned to somebody else, you were a little cranky.
Well, you know.
Unless it was a penalty.
Right. Well, I mean, all the 1,000-yard receiving days that I've had, I mean, I'm still angry at him to this day.
Hey, I tell you, you finished 9,471st in the Heisman voting.
Well, you know.
Your senior year.
My parents were proud.
Marine, little screen pass is complete. Shoe top catch by Gonzalez, and he gets it out to the 30-yard line before he is brought down. On the defensive stop was Zach Molander. Approaching 10 minutes to go, 2nd down and 6 for the Vikings.
Do you get the sense that North is playing with a little more confidence now? I mean, this is becoming a really great game. North now sees that, you know, after taking a nice hit in the face after the first quarter, that they can stand with Holy Family toe-to-toe.
Here's the give to Daniel Ramirez. Gets a yard, maybe 2. Bring up a manageable 3rd down and 5 for the Vikings. Okay, offensive coordinator.
Okay.
Justin Adams, what do you do here?
Why not do a run right up the middle? I mean, not a run right up the middle, do a pass. Do the same seam pass that worked for you earlier in this game. Give Cesar Escobedo, get him out there again.
I'm thinking draw.
Okay.
Well, forget that, and maybe a quarterback draw.
But no, you do a quarterback draw. You have everybody spread out. Why not?
Marine throws it down the sideline. It is caught.
Wow.
And the receiver may have gotten away with a push. Escobedo again.
Escobedo catch that? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Let's see if he pushed off, though, Justin.
Well, first of all, I can't believe that he caught this ball. As we take a look in, you know what, they're both looking to get the ball. Escobedo, the ball pops up, and he one-hands that bad boy. You go ahead with your bad self. By the way, I'd like to tell you that I did call that play. A pass right down to Escobedo.
That is correct.
Now, I didn't say he was going to juggle it and catch it with one hand. My goodness.
Lynn Swan-esque. 1st and 10. And handoff up the middle. And everybody in on that tackle, just about for Holy Family.
I believe we call that gang tackle.
Tyler Sheen and Jared Fellows, the only 2 not in on that tackle, and that's because they were in the secondary, chasing players around. So good defensive stop there by Holy Family. 2nd down and 10. Ball just outside the 45-yard line of Holy Family. And you're right, there's a little pep in the step of the Vikings. They've gotten their confidence after getting hit with a couple of haymakers early. Marine with the quarterback draw. And he gets about a yard before he's buried. In there on the stop was Jake Ravula. Every time I say Jake Ravula, I think of cheese ravioli, one of my favorite foods.
Or maybe you're just a little bit hungry.
No, I'm not hungry.
Well, the people here at Holy Family, they do a great job of feeding us.
I'll tell you what, I will tell a little story later in the broadcast about eating today.
Oh, no.
And we've got a timeout taken by Denver North. Perfect timing. Because it gives me an opportunity to share this story.
Don't we have like a promo or something we could put up?
No. Here's the story. Justin and I, before the game,
we're
going to go to Chick-fil-A, meet there at 4 o'clock.
Yes, we did.
Justin has a tendency to arrive late.
Not a lot.
To everything.
No, that's not true.
I had incentive for Justin. I said, Justin, let's meet at 4. We'll have some lunch, discuss the game.
Okay.
I said, I tell you what, if you get there at 4:10 or sooner,
yes,
I will buy.
Okay.
I gave you a 10-minute window.
A 10-minute window. Should have been 15, but go ahead.
So, at 4:11,
okay,
I knew I would win my little free meal. If he got there after 4:10, he buys for me. He showed up at 4:30.
Well, you were telling me you were going by Eastern Standard Time, not Mountain Time. That's why.
You were late, and I got a free Chick-fil-A lunch. 3rd down and 8 for Denver North. Marine fires it complete. Could be a first down as Donaciano Ornelas. And what'd you see?
I see roughing the passer on Holy Family.
There was a penalty on the play.
Oh, we have holding. Goodness.
Okay.
I thought it was hands to the face. It was thrown. The flag was thrown right after the quarterback released the ball.
Looked like it would have been good enough for a first down. So that's a tough break for North holding. I'd like to see that play again if we can run it back in the truck, because I'd like to see if the quarterback does indeed get hit late.
Well, let's take a look again. Marine stepping back, dropping back and throwing the ball. And I don't know, we don't get to see it there, but you know the ball was right on the money to the other quarterback. So that's interesting.
3rd down and 24.
Quarterback to quarterback combination there, or connection.
At their own 41-yard line. Here's a screen, good call. Better defense for a moment. They let him slip away to get about 6 yards, and that was Daniel Ramirez on the reception. But a pretty good call, and Holy Family did not let it turn into be a big game. So they'll punt it away, and Victor Gonzalez will be the punter.
Man, that holding penalty really hurts North.
Chris Helbig is deep.
Would have gave them the first down.
Yeah, that was a killer of a penalty. High school football at Holy Family. Line drive kick. It takes a North roll. Helbig reaches out and grabs it like a shortstop on a high hop. And the ball is loose. And it looks like Holy Family got it back. And recovering the football was Jared Fellows. You've heard of Johnny on the spot. That was Jared on the spot that time. And Helbig nearly turned it over for a second time. So,
well, that's exactly what North needs. They need as many turnovers as possible as we take a look at the, at Helbig getting the fumble there. So, again, North, you're right where you want to be. You're only down by 12 halfway to the second quarter.
David Summers in the shotgun. 1st and 10, Holy Family. Ball at the 21-yard line of the Tigers. De Herrera gets a good gain. 5-yard pickup before he is brought down. Perez on the tackle. 2nd and 5. Both teams moving the football. Holy Family in the hurry up. De Herrera again. And he gets taken down. Good pursuit again by Adonis Glover. We've seen him twice tonight track guys down from behind.
Well, how about 3 times? Twice over on this side of the field and another time on the fake field goal.
De Herrera, 6 carries for 25 yards. 3rd down and a long 2. Summers keeps. Gets the first down as he pulls his way out to the 34-yard line. Making the play was Kenny Ortiz and Antonio Gonzalez.
First down run by Summers on the quarterback keeper.
Summers 4 carries for 35 yards. Under center this time. Gives to De Herrera, short side of the field. And he gains 3, maybe 4 tough yards as he is brought down by Cesar Escobedo. Well, the North is not the most talented team in the world. They don't have a lot of numbers. There's probably about 25 guys suited up. But they are a feisty group. I'll give them that much.
Scrappy, and it's amazing what happens when you believe you can win.
De Herrera straight up the middle. Good yardage into Vikings territory at the 49-yard line. Ornelas makes the tackle, and they move the sticks once again.
Yeah, on that run, De Herrera looked like he just shot out of a cannon running up the middle. Good use of a timeout here if it's by North.
It's Holy Family taking the timeout, I believe.
No, North taking a timeout,
okay.
Yeah. Great use of a timeout for North. You don't want this game to get away as we look at the replay. And you see just wide open spaces as Adonis tries to get his hand on D. Herrera, who gets the first down run. And if we could show that in real time, you just see just how fast D. Herrera hit that hole. That's what he needs to do for the rest of this game. Take a look here. Look at this. Look at this. Almost like a blur. Just eating up 10 yards very quickly. Almost like a game of your generation, like Pac-Man.
My generation, we wore leather helmets. First and 10, Holy Family. Denver North out of timeouts. And even 5 minutes on the game clock. As David Johnson taking in the game with his ankle iced. He doesn't look too happy, does he?
Ooh.
Summers keeps. Good yardage. Spun around, close to a first down at the 40-yard line. Looked like he was square dancing with Kenny Ortiz. Now this is a type of down that Mike Gabriel is not afraid to throw deep.
But you know what?
Second and short.
I wouldn't. I would run the ball. It's working for you well, and you're tiring out the defense of North.
And they do run it. First down yardage and more for Weston Dinsmore. Tackled at the 27-yard line. Good blocking up front. Nicola Leonardo clearing some room. And another first down for Holy Family. They're racking up the first downs. De Herrera up the middle. Penalty marker on the play as he's brought down at the 20-yard line. Right now, Justin, it looks like Holy Family wearing down the defense of Denver North. And a lot of the Denver North defenders also play on offense, so fatigue may be coming into play here late in the second quarter.
And that's why you see Holy Family going to the running game now instead of going to the passing game. Also, one thing to look for is also on the play calling is that Holy Family is running a couple of sweeps to the outside. What that does is it stretches out the defense and it makes the defense have to chase you. And when you run up the middle, you don't specifically have to have everybody go and chase the ball. But when you run the sweeps, you even make the big men have to go after the ball now.
First and 20, Holy Family. Dinsmore cuts it up inside the 30 as he is finally tackled. On the stop was David Workman.
And a simple play like that, what that does is it really tires out the defense of North. The pursuit is not the same as it would have been if you run in between the tackles.
11-yard gain, second down and 9. Ball resting at the 27-yard line. Summers the high snap, gives to De Herrera. Peeling outside, De Herrera. Close to a first down, right at the marker. So a 9-yard pickup, and I believe a first down.
Maybe 3rd and 1, it looks like.
All right, 3rd and 1.
Well, now you pound the ball here. You got the big men tired. Look at that, Adonis with his hands on his hips. You know, they're gasping for air now, North is. Run that ball right up the middle. Good push, what you're looking for from your offensive line if you're Denver North. I mean, if you're a Holy Family.
Handoff up the middle, and getting the first down, nearly getting into the end zone, was Zach Tremblay. He's filling in for David Johnson, who we saw on the sideline icing his ankle. So first and goal to go, just inside the 10-yard line. And straight up the middle is Tremblay. Touchdown, Holy Family.
Opened up just like, you know, the Nile River. Like the Red Sea, excuse me. My goodness.
So that makes it 30-12. And a touchdown for Tremblay. That is his first rushing touchdown of the season. Leonardo will try to add the extra point. He's 4 for 4 in extra points. I'm gonna check that, 3 for 3 with a field goal. And it is good, but a penalty marker on the play. So hang on. Whoa! There's the cannon again. I mentioned Bob Harder by name. He is the father of a young lady who goes to school at Holy Family. Head coach Mike Gabriel was looking for a cannon. Word got back to Bob Harder, who said, hey, I have a cannon. I'll bring it to the game. So he does. And he scares the daylights out of everybody. Personal foul. And that's unacceptable if you're Albert Rodriguez, the head coach of Denver North. You can't have those penalties if you hope to hang with a team like Holy Family. So they'll accept the extra point. It's 31-12 for the Tigers.
Let's take a look one more time at that rushing touchdown right up the middle, and you can see, again, the pursuit not there, and it's easier to make a move on the line, especially on a big line like North, when you make them have to pursue on the sweeps. As we take again a look at some of the coaches there for North High School.
A-Rod, Albert Rodriguez. By the way, there was a great block on that touchdown run by D. Herrera. Sometimes when a running back doesn't get the ball near the goal line, they are less than enthused about blocking. Not the case for D. Herrera.
Well, I mean, we'll go back a little bit further in your day. Remember how Marcus Allen used to block for Bo Jackson? A great blocker there, and you've seen it there for D. Herrera. Really nice block. And again, now you're up 31-12. You get a little bit breather, a little bit of separation, some breathing room now for your team.
Timmy Canodi will kick off from the North 45-yard line after that 15-yard personal foul penalty. It's an onside kick. And Shepard grabs it, but was he inbounds?
On the kick.
Let's see where it will go. Holy Family recovered. The question is if he recovered with possession inbounds.
Ooh, I'll be interested to see this replay.
We'll see what they come up with.
Waiting for the official to make a call.
Officials haven't made a call yet. We have an official timeout.
Looks to be illegal touching. I assume is the call, but again, looking here at the replay.
Now there's Shepard, 17.
Yeah, there's Shepard. Now, does he get the ball, possession of the ball, keep 1 foot in? From my vantage point, he doesn't.
Yeah, I think he's out of bounds.
So it should be North ball.
There's Mike Gabriel discussing the matter.
It looks like he was out of bounds, folks. It's going to be first and 10 for North.
I think that's a good call by the officiating crew. So first and 10, Denver North. They trail it 31-12. And the ball will be placed at their own 22-yard line. And freshman quarterback Santiago Marine, who has given them a spark since coming in off the bench, is back at quarterback. Ornelas is the tailback to Marine's left. Ornelas gets the carry. And he gets tripped up. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Tyler Sheen with a good penetration.
Yeah, North reverting back to the first couple of possessions that they've had, running on the sweeps outside of the tackles. Wasn't too successful then, but it looks like Coach Rodriguez is trying to run out the clock and keep this a 19-point deficit going into half.
Ornelas has 5 carries, just 4 yards. They have not been stellar on the ground, and that's what they wanted to establish. Marine fires downfield blindly, and it's caught. Oh, man. First down. Robert Castillo looked up and said, oh, there's the football. And in traffic, he comes down with it.
Great play by the senior, 6'1", $170 with the catch. As you see Marine, get away, evade a tackler, and then just throw the ball up. Looks like he's throwing a prayer, but he knows what he's doing the whole time.
He did throw a prayer, and it was answered.
It was answered.
And if you're going to throw a prayer, you might as well do it at Holy Family High School.
Why not?
A lot of prayers going on here, and there's nothing wrong with that. First down and 10. Pass is knocked down by Shepard. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Ornelas. If it gets by Shepard, though, Ornelas
is gone.
Some room.
He's gone. You had Ornelas running on a drag route, and he was wide open on the other side, on the opposite side of the field. If Marine gets a little bit more of his body into it. What we're seeing right now is he's throwing a lot of the football just with his arm alone. But what great quarterbacks do is they use their whole body. They take their their foot, they directional the pass. If he puts a little more umph into that throw, he has a completion.
2nd and 10 at their own 43-yard line for the Vikings. Big pressure put on, and going down is Marine. The sack goes to Dante Cowell, but there was terrific pressure applied by Ben Lavoie to bring up 3rd and 11. Marine tonight, 6 for 9 in the air, 144 yards and a touchdown. And timeout, Holy Family. That is their second. They have one left. Denver North does not have a timeout remaining. And Justin, do you have an announcement to make?
Not as of yet.
Not as of yet? Okay.
Not as of yet.
Because you have to read that CHSA thing, don't you?
Oh, I do. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm always right.
Well, the CHSA PSA, you're sometimes right. Come on, man.
Well, all right, I'll admit, I once made a mistake.
When? What'd you do?
Justin looking through his stack of papers. And there's Albert Rodriguez there in the headset. And they call him A-Rod.
They call him A-Rod?
Yes, I hope he hits better than the other A-Rod.
Not a favorite of yours, but I will tell you this. The schools take a part in today's activities. Today's events are a part of a 340-member schools of the Colorado High School Activities Association. As members, we promote and protect the privilege of participation in interscholastic activities. We also promote lifetime values like respect, teamwork, citizenship, competition, hard work, and sporty behavior.
Timeout.
Okay.
You can finish it after this play.
All right.
3rd and 11. Here's the handoff to Escobedo, and he gets 1 yard back to the original line of scrimmage. 19 carries now for Denver North, 19 yards.
Okay, and continuing, we help reach and motivate students. We develop policies as a group and as a responsibility of membership. We are coaches, administrators, and game officials working for the common good of kids, and that is the CHSA public service announcement there.
All right.
How'd I do?
Very good.
All right.
I knew sooner or later you'd be able to nail that. Holy Family took their final timeout with 1:21 to go. And that'll bring up a punting situation. Victor Gonzalez will kick it away. Deep for Holy Family is Chris Helbig. Mike Gabriel showing confidence in Helbig, who has a muff tonight and fumbled. Although the fumble did not result in the turnover. But he puts him back there again. Nice high kick. Fair catch called for and made by Helbig at the 29-yard line. And that's where Holy Family will take over with 1:15 to go.
Now, on the first drive, it took Holy Family, a minute 13 to score? So they have 2 seconds more than they actually need to get down the field.
And again, a first down will stop the clock momentarily. And of course, if they get out of bounds, it will stop the clock. For many teams, this would not be a scoring situation, but for Holy Family, they can strike quick.
Yeah, it's just a walk in the park for Holy Family.
Summers, pressured. Perez in pursuit. And he goes out of bounds. Now, instead of taking the loss, that might have been a good chance for Summers to air it out of bounds.
Yeah, you're already out of the tackle box. You're outside of the pocket. There's nobody else open downfield. Throw the ball away and live to see another day.
2nd down, 14 for the Tigers. D. Herrera, the lone back. Single coverage on the near side. And the pass over the middle, incomplete. Densmore got hit hard by Escobedo. Looked like he might have taken his eye off the ball, Justin.
Well, sometimes your eyes and your body goes faster than your hands, and you always, the way that you catch the ball is 2 parts. You see the ball, you catch the ball. Bring it in. So
you try not to hear the footsteps.
That too.
3rd down, 14. Flag flies again. Legal motion on the Tigers, put him back 5 yards. 5 penalties for 55 yards against Holy Family. I'm sure Mike Gabriel taking notes on that. Summers, the keeper, straight up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Is well short of a first down. And he gets tackled at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, Summers slow to get up.
Look like bowling pins there. Bodies flying in every direction. So neither team with a timeout. Holy Family will let it go down as much as they can before kicking it away. As deep is Ornelas as well as Flores.
Hey guys, inside the truck, let's hold on to that replay. That may be something important to look back on as this game transpires.
Summers, the quarterback, will punt it away. End over end kick will land on the 39-yard line and trickle out of bounds. So 18 seconds left.
Can we get the camera on Summers? Just doesn't look too good from our vantage point. Just number 7 doesn't look too hot on that last play. On the quarterback keeper, took a hard hit, landed on his hip, his back actually very hard. So he has his hand favoring his back.
But he's out there playing safety, deep safety.
Well, you're a football player. You don't take yourself out. I mean, that's the last thing that you do.
Well, it doesn't look like North will run out the clock.
No, they have nothing to lose.
So we might see a long pass here by Marine, the freshman lefty QB. And pass is complete to an offensive lineman. That's a penalty. Nice reception, though, by Tim Bowen. But you are not a receiver, Tim.
Is that another prayer that was answered?
So every once in a while, a freshman quarterback will find his offensive lineman.
I mean,
guess what? That
yes.
could be the highlight of his season.
Oh,
That
yeah.
got a pass.
Oh, yes.
Take another look at this one. This might make the blooper reel.
This is a big man's dream. The ball goes up in the air, and it falls right into your bread basket. Look at those hands. My goodness, Coach Rodriguez, you see those hands? I guarantee you this is what he's going to tell him at halftime. Coach, did you see the way that I caught the ball?
And he didn't go down easily.
And I didn't go down easy. Coach, come on, draw me up a play. I'm wide open.
So illegal receiver. An illegal man downfield, too. An eligible receiver is the call. 10 seconds left.
I guarantee you on Monday during his class, he's going to be telling everybody about the catch that he made. Tim is going to go up to his friends and say, look, I caught a pass. I mean, I was wide open too.
And Tim Bowen is a senior, so he can't lobby in the offseason to become a receiver. Pass is complete over the middle to Ornelas out to the 44-yard line. And that will do it, though. The clock expires. That's the end of the first half of play. Saw some pretty interesting football. Our score at the break, Holy Family 31, Denver North 12. We'll be back with the halftime stats and the third quarter kickoff after these words.
The schools taking part in today's event are part of the 340 member schools of the Colorado High School Activities Association. As members, we promote and protect the privilege of participation in interscholastic activities. We also promote lifetime values like respect, hard work, teamwork, and sporting behavior. We help reach and motivate students. We develop policies as a group as a responsibility of membership. We are coaches, game officials, and administrators.
Gotta like that bumper music. 31-12, Holy Family on top as we get set for the third quarter of play. As the Denver North Vikings, they've had their ups and downs in this final game of the year for them. Holy Family, if they hold on to the lead, they will go to the playoffs. And let's take a look at the halftime statistics for both teams. Passing yards, I was very impressed by the youngster Marine. He threw for 156 yards. The rushing game, though, lacking for Denver North. Justin?
Well, it's not the way that Coach Rodriguez would have liked, but what it has done is it has allowed his team to, chew up a little bit of the clock and keep it close.
Total yards, Holy Family 254 to 167. Penalties, both teams have been guilty on numerous occasions. Each team with 1 turnover and total points. And total first downs for Holy Family, they have 10 first downs, and for Denver North, they have 5 first downs total.
And a lot of the plays coming from Denver North have been the big play variety, and so that's how they got both of their scores, actually.
Holy Family just completing their warm-ups to our right. They look like the Rockettes and a kick line. Getting close to the holidays. In Radio City Music Hall, we used to go there as kids, Justin. And
Okay.
saw the Nutcracker, which I didn't like too much.
Really?
I'm not into that stuff.
Okay.
But my sister, mom, and dad liked it.
Well, we didn't have the play there, but, I would have liked to, be in it as a kid. It would have been nice.
I just don't like the name of that play, the Nutcracker. I think of battling with walnuts, trying to open them up with those clipper things.
Exactly.
Squeezer things. Anyway, we're set to go. Denver North will get the ball first in this third quarter. Beautiful night for football on November 2nd. We were here a few years ago, last game of the year, and it had snowed during the week, heavy snow, and they were able to get the field in good shape, but the snowbanks all around the field, it almost looked like hockey boards, and kids were flying out of bounds into snowbanks. It was awfully cold and freezing, but you expect that for the later season games, like last week, Justin.
Yes.
It was pretty brutal at Broomfield High.
Very cold, but the game suited Monarch and their style of play. And, they start the playoffs next week. Actually, no, they do start next
5A
week. Yeah, 5A
this
starts
week.
this week.
But the weather tonight, can't ask for much better.
And speaking of, going back to Monarch, that's a team there that should go very deep into the playoffs and contend for the state title. I like Denver South. For the first time, that will be for the first time since 1989 that a team from that used to play or does play in the inner city, that they will win the state title.
Canody will kick off for Holy Family. And we'll see. He kicks a lot of line drives low. They look for a fumble or an erratic bounce to pounce on.
But he does give up a lot of good field position because of the bounces that he has.
Here we go. Another low liner. This one squirts down to the 18-yard line where it's scooped up by Ornelas. And he gets out to the 35 before getting crunched by Tyler Sheen. And decent field position for the Denver North Vikings. And head coach Albert Rodriguez said he was getting a little emotional before the game, knowing that for his seniors, most of them, if not all of them, this is their last football game, and this is the last half of play for some of these guys.
Yeah, for Coach Rodriguez, this is his 4th season. He volunteered his first year, then was an offensive coordinator, and then now this is his 2nd full year of being the head coach. As we have a brief stop and play, the referees are getting the sticks set and ready to go.
Albert Rodriguez went to Denver North High School. More on that in a second. Quarterback is Santiago Marin, the freshman. Little outlet pass is complete to Gabriel Ubias. He's brought down and a penalty marker flies. Boy, it's been a hanky fest tonight. Getting back to the coaching staff, there are 4 coaches total, 4 assistant coaches who are Denver North grads, but there's also a Holy Family alum among them.
Oh, really?
Jarrett Velasco, assistant coach for Denver North, is a former Holy Family guy. I guess once a Holy Family guy, always a Tiger, but now he's an assistant coach for Denver North. And was that a personal foul penalty? Okay, face masking. Connor Shreve paying more attention than I am, our stat man. So 15 yards, tack it on, and it's 1st and 10. Ball right on the 50-yard line for the Denver North Vikings. And the Road Whites, outlet pass complete to Ornelas. 5 yards, 10 yards, 14 yards as he drags the tackler Jake Shepard. So a very nice play. And Ornelas gets congratulated by his teammate, Daniel Ramirez.
And Ornelas should. What a great call there to get the ball quickly out to your playmaker. And as soon as he made the first move, you watch the leg drive again. It's going to take more than one guy to get this man down. Great run there by Ornelas.
Going out to the far side is Glover. To the near side, Castillo. Marine launches it deep. Complete. Down to the 5-yard line. And that's Adonis Glover as he gets taken down by Jared Fellows.
You have single men coverage on the outside. Again, as Mr. Santiago just rears back and throws the ball to his man, 6'2", 185. What a great pass and catch there by Adonis Glover. First and goal for North. They're on the move, Bill.
Fellows saved a touchdown with that tackle. First and goal to go. Vikings at the 5. Quarterback keeper straight up the middle. A lot of bodies and not much forward progress for Marine. Never went down, though. So it'll be second down and 5. And even though the score is a little lopsided right now, 31-12, it's been a rather entertaining ball game.
A lot of big plays from North. Santiago throwing the pill all over the place. And again, he has another opportunity here with spread formation.
To the end zone. Complete short of the end zone to the fullback, Daniel Ramirez.
It's going to be third and goal from the 2-yard line.
And here's a quick coaching point for Ramirez as the ball is spotted at the 1-yard line. What you want to do is you want to set yourself up where you are in the end zone. So when the ball is thrown, if you have to come up to get it, that you actually are in the end zone where you're there. So you want to be about 2 or 3 steps there so when you catch the ball will already break the plane.
Third and goal at the 2. Straight up the middle. And it looks like getting stuffed is Ramirez. So that'll bring up a 4th and goal, and you know they will go for it. Good defensive surge by that front line.
Bill, as I'm looking over this roster, you have 2 guys that are 290. You have one guy 290. You have another guy who's 295. You run it right behind these 2 big boys, and you get that ball into the end zone. 72, Carlos Rios. 70, Rudy Gamboa. Get it behind those 2 big boys.
I'm thinking a rollout option pass.
Okay.
To the far side for a lefty passer, which is probably an easier throw. Under center. And he's going to roll out. He's going to throw it toward the corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Robert Castillo. Flag on the play. But this will probably be defensive interference. I really like this kid, Santiago Marine. He's only a freshman. He's exciting.
But now we look to have a couple of penalties on the play.
There was a catch on the play.
I'm assuming that the touchdown will stand. We may have a celebration penalty.
Well, we also have an official with his hat off, so there could have been a second infraction.
Yes.
I did not see over-jubilation, so I don't know if it'll be a celebration penalty. But it looks like the touchdown will stand. There's the coaching staff of Denver North. Albert Rodriguez, second-year head coach. The referee is Doug Graham in the white hat.
Well, again, we looks like the referees are conferring here, and
I mean, was it that difficult a call to make?
well, it is a touchdown. That is for sure. But
here's the call.
Yeah.
Pass interference over family. All penalties declined. Touchdown.
Then unsportsmanlike conduct, so the extra point try will take place 15 yards back at the 18, and they're gonna. I guess they don't have a kicking game, Justin.
No.
They go for 2 every time.
Why not? Why not do it? But this is a coaching point that Coach Rodriguez will have with his kids. When you're in a game like this, you cannot give up point or give up yards like this.
You got to chuck it toward the end zone, and they're going for it incomplete. Pass was intended for Ornelas. Excellent coverage by Jason Martinez.
Well, now, see, what happens is, because of the penalty due to Castillo, as we look at a play that you called there, Bill, I would have wanted to run up the middle, but great play action, and you're giving it to a guy, again, it's Santiago. Throw the ball up there for grabs right into the bread basket of Robert Castillo.
The penalty was on Fellows, but Castillo did a great job shielding the ball from the defender with his body.
Just like grabbing the rebound, you boxed his man out, so he had to go over Castillo in order to get the ball. That's where the flag goes, and even despite doing that, he still didn't get his hand on the ball.
That's a great analogy, Justin, and the basketball reference reminds me that we'll be doing a basketball doubleheader here at Holy Family soon. The girls team, which is outstanding. They have a dynasty here at Holy Family, and then a boys basketball game. So we will be back in these parts real soon.
It's almost like in baseball, a day-nights doubleheader. I love it. But one thing I want to mention here is what Dan Hawkins has said when I was at CU is that the first 5 minutes of the second half is the most important time, because it sets the tone for the rest of the game. North scoring here has set the tone that they will be in this game for the duration.
Line drive kick caught by the up man, Weston Dinsmore, and he gets dropped like a sack of potatoes at the 35-yard line. So fired up Vikings unit. And we'll see if Holy Family can respond, led by junior quarterback David Summers. I really liked my chat this week with Albert Rodriguez, the head coach of Denver North. Some of the things he's trying to do, we'll talk about as we move along. So Summers has the ball. And the give to De Herrera. Keeps his legs churning and gets 6 yards. Second down and 4.
You hear more popping out there on the field, Bill. North is excited. You could feel it. They believe that they could stick with Holy Family. Look at this.
Ball is at the 41-yard line.
Bill, this is when you can see a defense, and you know what, a team's ready to play when they're set and ready to go before you are. And it shows there on that play on the tackle there by number 35, Victor Gonzalez.
Well, he slammed De Herrera to the turf. Loss of 1. De Herrera tonight has 11 carries for 54 yards. And that time he lost a yard. 3rd and 5.
Yeah, taking the time out there is Holy Family.
This will be a good time to talk a little bit about Albert Rodriguez. He wants what Holy Family has. He wants his home field to have lights, to have bleachers, and to have actual home games on their campus in Denver, right off of Spear Boulevard. He thinks it would be great for the neighborhood, the area. It will create a new excitement for his team. $60,000 for lights, $12,000 for a scoreboard, about $8,000 to $10,000 for bleachers, and that is his goal. And I think it can be done.
Yeah, very feasible goal.
Rally the community behind him, get some former grads to pitch in a few bucks here and there. But he really admires Holy Family's program, and he said he wants to build something similar to here. Summers, quick outlet pass to Dinsmore, and he gets nailed, and that will be an incomplete pass. And coming out with ferocity here in the second half, the Denver North Vikings. Let's take another look at this crunching hit.
My goodness, this is what we like to call a hospital hit. A pass outside, and then boom, right there. What a great hit by Mr. Cesar Escobillo. Great tackle there. And Bill, this is the first 3 and out of the game for Holy Family. Great job defensively by North.
Summers will punt. Lefty kick is high but short, and it goes out of bounds. Good field position coming up for Denver North. They will spot the ball at the 46-yard line.
You don't think a couple of hearts are beating a little bit fast on the Holy Family sideline?
It's not a comfortable lead.
No, not at all. As you see a couple of the fans there
It's a comfortable lead for that guy.
Exactly.
He thinks the game is 50-0.
Nice outfit, man.
Good spirit here at Holy Family, as always. Hey, I love coming here. It's a great atmosphere, and the athletic director does a great job. So here we go. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Quarterback is Santiago Marine. Chucks it downfield, and it's caught complete to Adonis Glover, who's had an outstanding ball game. And that is a 1st down for Denver North. And Marine now has 218 yards, 11 attempts with, check that, 16 attempts, 12 completions.
Yeah, North is on to something here. Just on a boot there, throw the ball to your big man, and that's what you did, getting the ball to Adonis Glover. The guy's 6'2", taller than anybody else on this field. So get it up to him, let him catch the ball at its highest point.
Straight up the middle. And Perez keeps his legs moving and actually gets a decent gain out of what should have been a 1-yard gain at best. So call it 2nd down and 7.
See, plays like that just tells me everything that I need to know about this game. North wants it bad right now. That should have been a 2-yard gain, and now it was stretched out to a 4-yard gain because of a guy who wants it. North is here to play, Bill.
Ball at the 40-yard line of Holy Family. Pass might have been deflected at the line of scrimmage. It helicopters out of bounds. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. And that is Denver North, not Northwestern.
No.
I'm glad I haven't called them Northwestern yet tonight. Well, every time I see their helmet, I think of Northwestern.
But the socks kind of help you out, right?
A little bit. A little bit.
Well, a pretty big 3rd down here for North. Would be great for their momentum.
If they don't gain any yardage, it would be a 57-yard field goal attempt. But since they have not even tried an extra point tonight, I don't think they will try to kick a field goal. 2-down territory.
Well, here's a screen pass here. Oh!
Incomplete, intended for Ubias, and that was broken up by Younggreen.
Almost intercepted there by Younggreen. The play was there. The ball just stayed in the air just a little bit too long. Great call. You had 2 Holy Family players on the bottom of the formation on the blitz. So great screen call. You just have to get it to your running back just a little bit sooner.
Younggreen had a blocked punt and a scoop and return for the touchdown in the 1st quarter. So he's had a good night. They're going for it, 4th and 7. This a huge play in this ball game. Offside, but it's not going to be good enough for a 1st down.
But it makes it easier, Bill. It makes it, now you go from a 4th and 7?
4th and 2.
That's all the world. Makes all the world there.
Dante Cowell a little over anxious. I don't know if Denver North is going to win this game or not, but they're certainly going to make Holy Family sweat a little bit.
And they're putting the right pieces in place. This is something that you can build on as you go to spring ball, then you go towards the next season.
Holy Family had a 21-0 lead at one point. So 4th and 2. Handoff up the middle. Perez has the 1st down.
Wow.
Dragging tacklers. I don't know what Coach Rodriguez told his team at halftime, but it certainly is working.
Look at this, the quarterback give to the big man, number 34, Mr. Perez. Look at that. Breaking off arm tackles and driving. He will not be denied. You could just tell his desire. The senior there, this will probably be his last game he ever plays using every bit of his 6'2", 225 frame on that play.
Well, he might be college material from what I've seen tonight, a small college. Downfield into a crowd, incomplete. Pass was intended for Ornelas. 2nd down and 10.
Kind of surprised that wasn't a personal foul or a pass interference on Summers. He clearly went through the receiver there on the play, and you can't do that. So I'm a little bit surprised that that wasn't a personal foul, a pass interference.
2nd down and 10. Justin Adams, a former tight end, begging for the call.
Oh, that's interesting. Should have been a penalty.
Complete for a 6, maybe 7-yard gain to Victor Gonzalez. Holy Family controlled the ball pretty much in the first half. This second half here in the 3rd quarter, they've run 3 offensive plays.
Well, 3 and out. North comes on their first drive, drives down the field and scores. Then Holy Family goes on a 3 and out, and North on the drive again. Clock's being eaten up. This is everything that Coach Rodriguez is looking for. He said earlier that he wanted to do it through the ground. Well, a little bit wrong. He's doing it through the air.
Momentum on the side of the Vikings. Big 3rd down play here. Marine downfield. Incomplete. Summers on the coverage as the pass was intended for Escobedo. Escobedo earlier tonight had a long reception for a touchdown. 66-yard touchdown to Escobedo.
Yeah, and that was on a seam route, and he broke a tackle. Escobedo also had a great catch, the catch of the game, where he was being held, tapped the ball with his right hand. It bounced off his chest, and he gathered it in. What a great catch.
4th down. Call it a long 4. Timeout called. And will be timeout on Denver North. That's their first timeout. 2 remaining.
And as we have a chance to look at the North huddle, want to tell you that the schools taking part in today's event are part of a 340-member schools of the Colorado High School Activities Association. As members, we promote and protect the privilege of participation in interscholastic activities. We also promote lifetime values like respect, teamwork, citizenship, competition, hard work, and sporting behavior. We help reach and motivate students. We develop policies as a group and as a responsibility of membership. We are coaches, administrators, and game officials working for the common good of the kids. We are CHASA as we look at a beautiful, beautiful full moon on a Friday night here at Holy Family.
Marine tonight, 13 of 21, 225 yards and 2 touchdowns. 4th down, big play here, 4th and 4 at the 27-yard line. Marine chucks it up for grabs. It is intercepted, but a flag on the play. Ball was picked off by Tyler Sheen. Hold everything. You kind of sensed that it was a matter of time that Holy Family would come up with an interception, because at times Marine throws it up for grabs.
You can only throw up so many prayers before one comes down unsuccessful.
Ooh, pass interference on Holy Family.
Wow.
And Mike Gabriel, the head coach of Holy Family, pretty quiet guy, but he turned away, and I don't think he was happy. Well, not very demonstrative, but I get a sense he did not like that call.
Well, let's take a look at the replay, and maybe we could see why the referee has called this last call pass interference on the play. Again, as Marine, Mr. Santiago drops back, and he just floats the ball up in the air to evade getting hit. Oh, I see it there. Number 24 didn't look back for the ball and made contact with the receiver. So that's pass interference every time.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. And a penalty marker thrown by the referee, so likely will be a hold on Denver North.
Bill, it's going to be holding on number 70, Rudy Gamboa. The big man there just got a little bit too much cloth. Looks more like a bear hug that he had on the play. And I can show you as we play the replay, you can see the holding penalty there. just got a little bit too much cloth on the student body right.
9 penalties for 90 yards against the Vikings. First and 20. Quick outlet pass complete to Ornelas, and he gets some good yardage before he's crunched out of bounds at the 14-yard line. So they pick up about 9 yards on the play.
Great play by Ornelas. You're getting the ball out to him quickly. On the
good job of not getting greedy either. First and 20.
Well, why? You don't have to. You have, you already have Santiago, who's throwing the ball very well. Get the ball out there to your big man, to Ornelas.
2nd and 11. Ball at the 14-yard line of Holy Family. And there goes Marine on the right side. Cuts it in. Penalty marker on the play. And a penalty fest. So a gain of about 4 yards, 4 tough yards. And we'll see what the infraction is. Again, it could be a hold.
There's a penalty on the play.
Holding Vikings.
Holding again on Denver North.
Well, let's take a look at the replay here, see if we can find who this infraction is on. And you know what? Both holding penalties have been on this. Oh, you see up top, actually it will be on the right of the screen, just outside of the box, number 74, who we do not have listed, grabbed a hold of one of the Holy Family defenders. And
so
that's where you get your holding penalty.
2nd down and 21, back at the 25-yard line. 10 penalties now tonight for 100 yards against Denver North. Tough to win that way. Downfield, pass is deflected and caught.
Oh!
And down to the 10-yard line for Gabriel Ubias. Good heavens. Holy Family's defense has to be a little bit frustrated because I'm not going to say they're lucky plays. How about fortunate plays for Denver North?
Or fortuitous bounces. How about that, huh, Bill? Look at this, a tip here, and the ball just falls right into the hands of number 2, Gabriel Ubias. So he gets the ball, and now it's a very manageable 3rd and 8.
Ball is just outside the 10-yard line. That was Young Green who deflected the ball. He at least made the tackle. Pass toward the end zone. Touchdown! Adonis Glover. With 2:54 to go in the 3rd quarter, we have ourselves a football game.
What a great passing play. What a great call there by Coach Rodriguez. Get your big man, your tight end, on a corner route, rolling him out on the play action fake. Great throw there by Santiago.
Now, they have not attempted an extra point. They've gone for 2 every time, and they failed on their 3 previous opportunities. This is a crucial play in this game. Power I formation. Rolling out, Marine to the end zone. Caught for 2. Completed to Victor Gonzalez.
Wow, we have a 1-possession game here. What great heart by Denver North.
And the momentum on the side of the Vikings as the Tigers, they better get their act together because a playoff berth is on the line. They win, they go to the playoffs. They lose, probably not.
Well, let's take a look at the replay here. And this is of the touchdown as we see the guys set up. Take a look there on the top of your screen, number 84. Again, on the play fake, watch him look at it. Watch him snap off that corner route. What a great throw there by Santiago to the 6'2 junior, Mr. Adonis Glover. Actually, he's a senior. Great catch by him. And Bill, we have ourselves the game here.
You know, we'll see the 2-point conversion, then I have a little point to make.
Oh, there you go. And then the 2-pointer coming from the power I formation. And what happened there on the play, as we roll it here for you, is you have a fake to Ornelas, and then you have a throw to the outside to Victor Gonzalez, who was wide open
And a left-handed quarterback, they like to go left.
Well, not a lot of the passes have gone to the right, and this is everything that North could have dreamed of.
They did not want that. The kick goes out of bounds. I was going to say, in this game, you saw the touchdown catch by Glover.
Yes.
He's a senior, probably his last game of his career. He might remember this game when he's 83 years old. The memories that are made from high school football. There you see Coach A-Rod, Albert Rodriguez. So here, this is a very big possession right now for the Tigers.
Again, Bill, quickly, remember what I said earlier in this game, earlier in this half. The first 5 minutes are very telling about what happens for the rest of the game. It's no surprise to me that North has played themselves back into this game.
Summers, the bomb. Incomplete. As Weston Dinsmore tried to catch the ball and keep his feet in bounds. Covered on the play by Ubias. 2nd down and 10. I'm a little surprised Holy Family going for the bomb that time.
Well, going for the dagger to get yourself back, to give yourself more breathing room. But take a look at the sideline. You see the sideline for Holy Family and the difference between Holy Family and North. North is excited, ready to go. Holy Family looks just in shock right now. They look shell-shocked.
Summers gets 6 yards before he is knocked down. David Workman making the hit. Also in on the tackle was Victor Gonzalez. 3rd down and a long 3. Keeper by Summers, and he has the 1st down.
Summers saw something in the defense that North was giving him, so that's why he went to the audible, going to the quarterback sneak. Again, we see this quick offense, the first down for Holy Family in this half.
They have 11 on the game. Ball at their own 47. De Herrera with room. De Herrera gets a big gain, 19 yards. But it may come back. Penalty marker on the play. And both teams have been sloppy in the penalty department. That is the 9th penalty for Holy Family. And it will wipe out a 19-yard gain by De Herrera. As you see Doug Graham, the official. Holding Holy Family. Doug Graham looks in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he does.
Maybe not Ed Hockley-esque. Still looks like he's ready to go every Friday night. So it'll be 1st and 20 for Holy Family after the penalty. So a break for the Vikings. Summers behind center. The handoff to Younggreen, and he gets 10, maybe 11.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're on 1st and 20 or more, is you want to at least get half back.
Cesar Escobedo with the tackle. I formation for the Tigers. 2nd and 10. Younggreen again barrels into the meat of the line. Gets 4 before he's dragged back. On the stop was Kenny Ortiz. Escobedo also in there. He's had a fine game. 3rd and 6 for Holy Family. Ball at the 48-yard line of Denver North.
This may be 2-down territory for Holy Family.
Summers with time. Downfield through the hands of the intended receiver, Jeff Ball. They'll bring up 4th down. I think you have to punt it away, Justin.
And they will. You had Ball on the over route.
Whatever team loses this game, they can look at penalties as a factor. It's 2 things. You turn the ball over, you commit penalties, you lose. Exactly. Summers, now he's the quarterback, so it's not a guarantee he'll punt it away.
Okay.
Flores is deep. And Summers is going to keep and throw. Got De Herrera for the 1st down at the 31-yard line as Ornelas comes up and makes the tackle, but the fake punt worked. Remember that play with a minute to go here in the third quarter.
What a great call by Coach Gabriel here as we quickly look at the replay. Let's roll it quickly, fellas. Again, it looks like Summers is going to run the ball, but then he pops up and throws the ball. What a pass, a dart to D. Herrera on a very important first down.
Here's D. Herrera off right tackle. Gets a healthy gain of 8 yards.
It's a great score.
And he was behind the line of scrimmage. There's no question about that, about 2 yards behind the line. 5-yard pickup for D. Herrera. 2nd and 5. D. Herrera to the left side. First down before he's cut down at the 16-yard line. And now the pace has quickened.
Yeah, Bill, you can hear from the sound that we're picking up with our mic to quickly to get this hurry-up offense going.
Summers trying to turn the corner toward the end zone. Touchdown. David Summers, a 17-yard jaunt, and Holy Family gets a little breathing room.
What a great run there by David Summers. Again, just on a regular give. He holds the ball, a quarterback keeper to the right this time. Gets to the corner on the outside of the defense of Denver North and scores there.
Now they're going for two. Summers to the end zone. Incomplete. And that pass was intended for Matthew Erb. So 37-26, Holy Family by 11 with 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. So the 18-yard scamper by Summers.
Yeah, let's take another look back at that scamper there. Summers, faking the run, gets touched there by one player there for North, but then after that, nobody else can get them, and then Summers let the speed do the rest of the job there, getting him into the end zone. Huge score there for Holy Family with 16 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
As you might expect, a quarterback with very good field vision, and he was able to see the opening.
Well, it just shows you how important that the fake punt was.
That was the key play of that drive, and maybe the key play of the game when we look back on it, as smoke is drifting over the field thanks to the cannon located on the track in the right end zone. So 16 seconds to go, third quarter. Game was 31-12 at halftime. Now it's 37-26, Holy Family on top. Leonardo to kick off. End over end kick. Will bounce at the 21, fielded by Ornelas. Ornelas straight up the middle, or straight running. Call that running north to south.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Looks more like east to west on our TV screen.
Well, why waste time going side to side when the end zone is straight ahead?
But I would think if he ran north to south, he'd run toward the sideline.
Or maybe run towards us.
East to west. Here it looks like he was running west to east. Semantics, my friend.
Okay.
42-yard line of the Vikings where they take over. So we'll see if the touchdown by Holy Family kills the offensive momentum of the Vikings. Marine, the freshman QB. Whistle.
Yeah, and you have a false start on 64. Push it back 5 yards.
So earlier in this game, Tim Bowen caught a pass, which was a penalty since he's an offensive lineman, and they're a little jumpy. And the penalties are just being racked up. 11 penalties for Denver North, 105 yards. Holy Family, 9 penalties, 100 yards worth.
Well, Bill, if I told you that Denver North had 11 penalties and we're late in the third quarter, going to the end of the third quarter, would you believe that they will only be down by 11?
Absolutely not. They're fortunate. So 1st and 15 at the 37-yard line. Backwards pass. Might have another attempt. And Ornelas gets tackled inside the 30. Looked like he wanted to throw the ball as well. That'll be it for the third quarter of play. And our score, the Holy Family Tigers 37, Denver North Vikings 26. We're back after this. Fourth quarter action, and I'm quite sad, Justin, our final quarter of the season here on KCCB Channel 8.
Well, I'm glad that we have a good one, though.
It has been an entertaining game. Maybe both coaches would like to burn the film after this with all the penalties. There have been some really good plays, and I've been impressed by Denver North. They're a little overmatched, but they are scrapping and hanging in there. One way I gauge a coach, does your team play hard? And both teams, they can say yes to that. Second down and 22 yards. So we'll see if the magician, Santiago Marin, can pull something out of his hat. And he does, gets a good gain. Marin across the 45-yard line. And that'll bring up a third down and 6. A 16-yard scamper.
Great run there by Santiago Marin. Just on the quarterback keeper, quarterback draw, netting about 20 yards of that run, using his blockers to his advantage, weaving through traffic. Great run there.
Marin has 5 carries for 18 yards. Third and a long 6. The lefty slings it downfield. Incomplete.
Oh.
Pass was a little low, intended for Adonis Glover. Fourth down, it would be tempting to go for it, but I think you have to punt it away.
Well, you know what? If you were 7-2, 8-1, 6-3, and you kind of had your playoff spot already established, but not if you're 1-8 and you're a Denver North team who has an opportunity to pull off a major upset. You go for it here.
Okay, Justin Adams, you convinced me. And Albert Rodriguez thinking along with you. This could be the game, even though there's still plenty of time left. Ball at the 45-yard line, 4th and a long 6. Oh, and the left tackle moves, and that'll make it a 4th and 12. So now what do? You still go for it?
I think you go to the punt here, but remember, earlier in the game, you had a punt that was blocked. So maybe it's better into the hands of giving it to, as you say, the magician, Mr. Santiago.
I think maybe you line up to punt, maybe fake it, give Holy Family a taste of their own medicine. 4th down and a long 11, 12 yards in that area. Marin throws it deep, and pass is intercepted, so it works as a punt, picked off by Jason Martinez. So it actually works as a 29-yard punt.
Great play there by Martinez on the pass.
It's actually a break that he caught the ball for Denver North.
Definitely.
Would have been more advantageous to Holy Family had he not caught it, but you're trained to catch the ball when you're a defensive back.
Now let's see what Holy Family can do with the turnover.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Summers. He's taking over this game as he gets across the 40-yard line for a 1st down. Wrapped up by Forrest Flores, but a 12-yard, make it a 13-yard pickup for Summers, and a 1st down. Summers rushing tonight. 11 carries, 96 yards, and a couple of touchdowns. De Herrera. 1st down, running with some anger. He gets to the 45-yard line, and a penalty marker on the play.
Yeah, De Herrera ran into his own lineman there. His linemen are getting a great push. Holy Family Gerald DePetro, Tyler Dudden, Willie Clemens, Nicola Leonardo, Daniel Kubastek. Great push there.
And the center, Clemens, he's pretty much the quarterback of the offensive line, and he's had a good night.
Well, you know what? The penalty there is a sideline warning. But you know why you have a sideline warning if you're North, because you're excited, you're in a game, you have an opportunity to win. I'm not shocked by something like that.
They'll spot the ball at the 44-yard line of Denver North. 1st and 10, Holy Family. Summers picking up his blockers and gets a nice gain down to the 37-yard line. 7-yard pickup. 2nd down and 3.
Great sportsmanship shown there by Ornelius and Summers, you know, tapping each other on the head, on the helmet.
It's a good shot of Summers. And up to the fullback, and Zach Tremblay, who scored a touchdown earlier, dragging tacklers across the 30-yard line to the 29. 1st and 10, Holy Family.
Oh, and North could start to, you could start to see the game slipping away from the fingers of North.
Holy Family, after sleepwalking through much of that 3rd quarter, has awakened. They are now dominating this game. De Herrera avoids a tackle. De Herrera, 1st down and more. Touchdown! Oh, wow. De Herrera, a 29-yard run. And a huge play in this game with 10 minutes to go. Jared De Herrera has been a little quiet, and another penalty marker on the after the play. Not sure what this was about, Justin.
There was a late penalty flag thrown, folks.
Really interested to see what the call is. I believe the touchdown will stand as De Herrera evaded a couple of tacklers in order to get into the end zone. I'm not so sure, Bill. We might have another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and I think this may be on North. On the far side, right by one of the guys holding the sticks, we have one of the Denver North players who has his helmet off.
Let's see what the call is here, folks. The dead ball foul.
So unsportsmanlike conduct on Holy Family.
Okay.
And also on Denver North.
And it's also an unsportsmanlike conduct on Denver.
So probably had a couple of guys jaw jacking. No harm.
So he walked it off.
And the extra point attempt coming up by Leonardo. That 29-yard touchdown run by De Herrera capped a 70-yard drive. And here comes the extra point. This would give Holy Family an 18-point advantage. There must have been another penalty involved because this will be a 25-yard extra point. So many penalties, we're losing track. Good shot of Leonardo there. Feels like you're on the field. Line drive, and it gets over the crossbar. Uh-oh, there's a cannon.
There you go.
There you go. And just to let people know at home, cannonballs are not being fired.
Yeah, let's take another look at the replay. Thank you for that, by the way, Bill. I was worried for a second there. Again, fake give to one of the wide receivers there for Holy Family, and then just a quick pitch out to De Herrera, who makes Adonis miss, and then he gets to the outside, cuts back on the inside, breaks another tackle, and takes it all the way there into the end zone. Great run there by De Herrera. And now Holy Family has some breathing room with 10 minutes left to go in this game. So look for North to take a couple of more chances. Definitely they're in 4-down territory from this point out.
They have 22 guys suited up tonight, Denver North. And I think fatigue now starting to play a part in this game.
Yes,
but 10 minutes to go still.
But I tell you what, all 22 of those young men have left it all on the field today. I'm very impressed by this performance here by Denver North.
And Canody's kick is loose, and the Vikings fall on it wisely. So 1st and 10 for Denver North. Ball will be placed at the 33-yard line of the Vikings. I'm not going to count them out just yet. They've shown that they can take a punch, keep moving.
Well, remember, this team was down 21-0 in under 6 minutes already, to go in the first quarter. So 6 minutes into the game, they're already down 21-0, and then they've came back. They were only down by 5 earlier in the third quarter. So, gave up a couple of quick scores, and I'm very interested to see how North will respond.
Tell you what, if this team was going to quit, that was the time to quit. Down 21-0 first quarter, could have packed it in, but not the case. Again, I've been admiring this team tonight. They have been trying as best they can, and they did make it a one-possession game a few moments ago. But Holy Family, David Summers taking over, De Herrera with an inspired run for a touchdown.
But let's not forget that fake punt, though. That set up everything. The momentum was all on the side of North.
I agree. And the officials, they've had a busy night. Let's go, fellas. Let's get to this game. Crack-a-lackin'. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 33. Some misdirection. And here comes Flores. Gets tripped up at the 35-yard line. Nice tackle by Sheen. 2nd down and 8.
Tyler Sheen coming from his safety spot to make the tackle on the misdirection play. Snuff that out.
Marine getting a play from the sideline. Hustles back to the huddle. And Denver North will have to pick up the pace a little bit offensively.
Well, and this is where you say you do clearly see the fatigue setting in. A lot of these guys are playing, both ways, hard in the fourth quarter to have, the same conditioning.
Pass is nearly picked off. Shepard on the defense, as Ornelas was the intended receiver. One of the problems North has had, they've had injuries, they've had some eligibility issues, and they've had some guys quit. But the guys on the field are not the quitters.
No, they're winners.
And
to a T.
We know a guy who coaches at Englewood, Andy Cornell. He's the offensive coordinator there. And he has a great line about quitting that I heard him say, and I've never forgotten it. And I'll tell you right after this play.
All right.
3rd down and 8. Ball at the 35-yard line for the Denver North Vikings. A lot of purple on the field tonight. Marine slings it. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Escobedo. He would have been short of a 1st down anyway. So that brings up a 4th down, and we'll see if the Vikings go for it.
Yeah, had Escobedo there on the outs route. Had 2 of the other wide receivers clear out, the route for him. So missed opportunity there.
But what Coach Cornell said one time, and I never forgot it about quitting, he said, quitters quit. That's what they do. Why did they quit? I don't know, and I don't want to know. I don't want to think like that.
Exactly.
And so the kids who stick it out, especially during a tough season, you have to admire their effort. The way they played this game tonight. They will punt it away. Ramirez will give it a ride. Fair catch called at the 35-yard line by Chris Helbig. That's where the Tigers will take over. Now they have the hurry-up offense, the Tigers, but with an 18-point lead, 9 minutes to go, do you see them slowing it down here?
No. You are who you are. Your identity is to be a team that's fast-paced, so be that and continue to do that. Also, North is gassed right now. The conditioning has definitely set in. They've fought hard. You use your fast-paced offense, get the ball down the field and get a score.
Here's the handoff to De Herrera. Gets a 3-yard gain before he's taken down by Workman. 2nd and 7. De Herrera over 100 yards tonight, 16 carries for 106.
3 on the play, 2nd and 7. Holy Family.
Actually, they gave him 4 on the carry, 2nd and 6. Summers is sacked. Good penetration. And Adonis Glover, who has been impressive tonight with a capital I, gets the sack.
Well, you see there the play action play, but Glover doesn't fall for the play action as he gets the sack.
8-yard loss. 3rd and 13 for Holy Family. And an official's whistle.
Well, yeah, Glover has to get his face mask and everything strapped up, ready to go.
Summers. Downfield. Incomplete. Intended for Herb. And it was broken up. And a holding call on Holy Family. All right, do you decline this penalty?
Oh, you decline it, definitely.
I agree.
Holy Family's already up by 18, so they're not going to
want the ball back.
Fake. Yeah, you want the ball back with as much time as possible. So decline the penalty.
And it is declined by Albert Rodriguez. So the punting unit comes on for Holy Family. Dropping back deep is Flores and Ornelas.
Well, you know, if I'm North, I'll sit a punt block here.
Well, Summers too. Keep an eye on him.
Oh, good point.
I don't expect a second fake in a row, but you never know.
Well, you were Burt's last time on a fake punt.
Nice high and deep punt. Gets a roll out of bounds. So they'll start at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Fellas, can we get a replay of the punt, just the punt alone?
That was a 41-yard punt.
I think the officials missed one. After Summers punted the ball, one of the North players hit the punter. I mean, clearly just hit him. And the sidelines for Holy Family were going crazy, just begging for a call. Take a look at this. Again, Summers gets the ball, and then he kicks it. As the ball goes away, you see a guy from North just lay it into
That
to
should
Summers.
be roughing the punter. 1st and 10, Vikings. We're in. Incomplete. Intended for Escobedo. And on the coverage was Martinez.
What a gutsy performance today by Santiago Marin. And, you know, he can look back at this game and see a lot of these passes will be right on the money if he just finishes and follows through. So just make sure that he, during the offseason, Coach Rodriguez, gets him a quarterback coach to show him, hey, this is how you follow through. This is how, you don't throw the ball with your arm, Bill. You play baseball, and you know the difference between, as a pitcher, when you use your full body and when you just throw the ball alone with your arm.
And when you aim it as opposed to throwing it. When you aim it, it tends to be erratic. When you just cut loose. But he's not afraid to throw the ball.
No.
That's what I like about him.
No, and I'm really interested to see how this team would be 2 years, 3 years down the road.
They're on the right path. The record may not show it, but from what we've seen tonight, they're heading in the right direction. You have a good offseason, get some more numbers out there, and good things will happen. Outlet pass complete for 1st down. Robert Castillo on the reception, out to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, what a great throw there by Santiago as we look at the replay. Just on an out route. Actually, it was on a hook route, excuse me. And the pass was completed there to Robert Castillo right on his hands. Great pass there. And it all starts with great pass protection. And that's what Denver North, the big uglies up front, have been doing for Santiago all day. Look at where the ball is. Just look at the accuracy right on the outside. Right to where only Robert Castillo can catch the ball and nobody else can get to it for Holy Family.
Marine sends it deep. Batted down by Summers playing safety. Ornelas was the intended receiver. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. And Marine, 18 of 32, 278 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Goodness, throwing the ball 32 times. Wow.
And 1 interception. Again, he's only a freshman, and he's not the biggest guy in the world, 5'9", 150. You expect him to grow a little bit and get a little stronger. But again, not too many freshmen start varsity football, but he's got leadership skills and qualities, according to Albert Rodriguez, the head coach.
Yeah, he came into this game already attempting 146 passes, so he could throw the pill a little bit.
In trouble, pulls it down and runs. And he gets thrown forward for what looks to be a 1st down. He was flung by the linebacker, Daniel Jansen. Jansen threw him the wrong way. 1st down, Denver North. Denver North with 2 timeouts left as we approach 6 minutes to go in the ball game. I called him the Magician earlier. I think that might be a good nickname for the quarterback. He's made some pretty magical plays tonight.
A couple of great throws, especially over the middle. A couple of real nice play-action passes for touchdown in this for touchdowns in this game.
Pressured, throws incomplete.
Bill, one thing that I see from Santiago as a coaching point is that a lot of times where he throws the ball, he falls back too much, not to get hit. Again, he doesn't have a big frame because he's a freshman, only $160, 160 pounds. So what he does is he doesn't finish throws. So what he does is he will throw the ball, more arm the ball, and not finish it fully to get away from getting hit.
2nd and 10 for the Vikings at the Holy Family 45. I know you're a big fan of penalties, Justin. Tonight, 23 penalties for 240 yards.
Wow.
Ornelas, good yardage, picks up 6, maybe 7, before he's tackled by a host of purple jerseys. It'll be 3rd and a long 3 for the Vikings. Make it 4. 3rd and 4 at the 39-yard line. 2 down territory for Denver North. Have you ever been to their campus, Denver North?
I have. I've played a baseball game there before.
It's a very old school, nice campus. They have a new field, new artificial turf surface that they practice on. Little flea flicker. Ornelas throws it deep. Intercepted by Holy Family. Jason Martinez was not faked out by the razzle-dazzle. And the turnover. And Holy Family with an 18-point lead, 5:22 to go. I think they can breathe a little easier here at Holy Family High School and Mike G. Gabriel Stadium.
Yes, and let's take a look at the replay again. Starting off the play already on the wrong foot.
Was that a fake fumble?
Maybe. I don't think you ever want to have a fake fumble because the ball could fly anyway. Either way, the pass was thrown down the field. Just not enough on the ball. Great interception by Holy Family as they look to run out the clock.
De Herrera gets 1st down. No, he stepped out. Not a 1st down. Picks up 9. So De Herrera, after a slow start, is racking up the yardage. He now has 115 yards on 17 carries. 2nd and 1 for the Tigers. Summers on the keeper. 1st down and more. There he goes. Goodbye. David Summers with a 77-yard touchdown run. And that pretty much seals the deal for the Tigers. And when Denver North got close, David Summers took over this game.
And ended it. First, it started on a fake punt and a completed pass to Jared De Herrera. Then afterwards, a couple of plays later, he took the ball on a keeper on a touchdown run, a 60-yard touchdown scamper. And then afterwards, well, you just seen it there. The long run that was the nail in the coffin. Nobody was around him. And this game is in the books. It's done.
Leonardo's extra point is good. And guess what? A penalty marker.
Shocking.
Third rushing touchdown tonight for David Summers. He now has 17 rushing touchdowns on the season. And his rushing numbers, very impressive. 14 carries, 172 yards.
Wow.
I ran for 172 yards.
Really?
Not at once. Maybe my whole career, including touch football games and peewee football.
So
Maybe.
You're telling me you played on the line. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I was actually a quarterback in peewee football.
Okay, I can see that.
And I was a middle linebacker, believe it or not.
Okay.
I was big when I was little.
Sportsmanlike penalty again on both sides. And, the game's starting to get a little bit out of hand. So, for both coaches, you tell your players, hey, keep it clean, guys. We have 5 minutes. We've had a great game so far. Let's not ruin it by having a stupid penalty. Again, as we look back at the run there by David Summers, and it's just a straight quarterback keeper to the right. He uses the block there by D. Herrera, makes one move, and he's gone. Nobody else around him. And the only thing that could stop him is if the turf comes up and bites him like it did for Eric Decker against San Diego.
Yeah, or if he runs into the goal post. And he almost did. He put on the brakes just in time. Should have put a parachute on the back of him. He was going so fast. But I tell you, he had those long strides. Very quick. You don't see too many quarterbacks that fast. David Summers is one of them.
And we have another penalty on the field, Bill.
And another one. He's throwing his hat.
Wow.
He's going to throw his shirt next and his pants. It's going to get nasty out there. But this game has deteriorated a little bit. You hate to see so many penalties. There were 25 penalties until right now. Sideline warning, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty. They were warned before. So they'll have to push him back and kick from the 35-yard line. And there's a good look at Ryan Younggreen, who had a punt block for a touchdown and has played a solid game. He's saying, come on, let's get this thing going.
Exactly.
Got a hot date tonight after the game. A date with the Whirlpool. There's Mike Gabriel talking to the referee.
Okay, well, Bill, now we have, what, 5 minutes left to go in the game. And just looking over the landscape of high school football, where do you see, at 5A, 4A, and 3A, who do you see kind of as the contending teams for the state title?
I think Holy Family has a puncher's chance. On 4A, we've seen Broomfield a few times, and Monarch, I think, is the favorite, but I would not count out Broomfield. And it's tough to say. Valor Christian has a couple of losses in 5A this year, but they'll probably make some noise.
You have Chaparral, 5A.
Very good. Have you ever seen a six-man football game?
I've never seen a six-man football game.
Maybe sometime next year we'll take a trip out east and see the six-man football. And the officials just trying to get things organized here. 51-26 Holy Family. I think the final score may not be indicative of the scare that Denver North put into Holy Family.
Not at all. I mean, it was, 31-26 with about 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah. That fake punt on that drive.
The fake punt hurts. Now, let's think about it. What happens if Holy Family doesn't get the fake punt? Let's say, pass is right on, and Jared De Herrera drops the pass. North gets the ball around midfield. They already have, drove for 2 touchdowns earlier in that quarter. They drive down one more time. They get the lead. Can you believe what happens if, momentum-wise, if they have the lead in this game?
Timmy Canody will kick off from his own 25-yard line due to penalties. Toe meets leather. Line drive caught. And Ramirez takes it to the 41-yard line of Holy Family. A lot of crunching going on still.
Ooh, don't come and try to tackle Ramirez being soft. great run by the big man.
And again, for some of the seniors on the Denver North team, this might be the last chance that they're allowed to legally hit somebody that hard.
You know what, and Bill, I can remember in high school my last couple of minutes on the field, and you look up at the clock, and we lost at a playoff game. And
who'd you lose to?
We lost to Ponderosa, who actually won the state title in 2003. And
was it your fault, like the Montana State game?
Actually, it was not my fault.
Okay.
I didn't help either, I'll put it that way.
1st and 10 at the 42 of Holy Family, and here's the handoff by the Vikings. That goes to Daniel Ramirez. He picks up 3, maybe 4 yards. 2nd down and a long 6.
Yeah, Denver North is looking to get kind of a no-huddle offense going, down by 25.
Ramirez again pulls his way to the 36-yard line. That'll bring up a makeable 3rd down and 4.
I have a lot of respect for North and for just the direction this program is headed in. You know what? Talking to Coach Rodriguez, he said they had about 50 kids a couple of weeks ago. You know what? Sometimes you have to weed out the weak to go and get to the cream of the crop and see the strong players there. I'm impressed with every athlete that's out here.
Ramirez runs into a brick wall named Danny Fiorino, senior, playing his final home game here at Holy Family. So a loss on the play. It'll be 4th down and 7.
Now, Bill, do you have a story of your last game? You were a baseball player in college, and
my last college game was at George Washington.
Okay.
And we lost in the bottom of the 9th on a walk-off hit by the Colonials. Intercepted by Shepard, and he takes it out to the 26-yard line. So turnover, good play by Shepard. But when you walk off the field, you think, that's it. But in football, you can't play football forever.
No.
Now, baseball's a different sport. You can still play in the old guys' leagues.
Like you do.
Yes. But in football, you get hurt when you're 30 years old, still strapping it up.
Well, and that's when you need insurance because, when you get hurt when you're younger, you can heal up faster, you're fine. But once you are 25 and older and you get hurt and you're not playing professionally, you still have to go to work the next day.
Yes. D. Herrera with the carry, 118 yards on 18 carries. 2nd down and 6. Holy Family just looking to run out the clock now. D. Herrera up the middle. He gets stonewalled. Good tackle by Eric Perez and Antonio Gonzalez.
Surprised to see guys like Jared D. Herrera and Summers still in the game with the type of lead that they have and a playoff game upcoming next week. You don't want to get anybody injured.
No, but you want to finish strong. 3rd and 2. And Summers looking at the back judge when he starts moving his arm for the countdown at 5 seconds. That's when Summers will snap the ball. Fumble recovered by Denver North. Gonzalez pounces on the ball. So Antonio Gonzalez alert. And the ball goes back to Denver North.
Yeah, the big man gets there, jumps on the ball.
Perez with the strip.
Yeah, Perez. Great job by Perez today. He's played a very, very good game. And North, here you go again. And no quit in this team. Even though the point spread is out of reach to get back into this game, they're not giving up. Still scrapping, still fighting.
You said point spread, Justin.
Yes.
Tell me you're not gambling on high school football.
No, not at all.
Okay, just want to make that clear.
No, not at all. No gambling.
Here's some misdirection to Ornelas, and he gets tackled for no gain. Holding his ground was Dante Cowell. And that's important not to get suckered in. 53 yards rushing for Denver North tonight. They wanted to establish the run. They were unable to do so. Although passing-wise, that's where they've made their mark tonight. Marin, 278 yards through the air. Call it a loss of 1, 2nd down and 11 for the Vikings. Pass over the middle, complete. Escobedo on a simple crossing route.
That was my big man, Adonis.
Check that, Glover. My mistake. Adonis Glover.
Now I won number 84. I wore number 84 in high school.
Glover tonight with several catches. 288 yards passing now. Pass is incomplete. The deflection nearly picked off by Holy Family. 2nd down and 10. Minute 17 to go in this game and in our season. And there's some people I'd like to thank, Justin. Our director, Victor Seif. I've worked with Victor for 10, 11 years, whatever it is now. And it's just a blast working with Victor. He's a pro, and the people with him are professionals as well. Production manager, Kim Greason. She does an outstanding job, puts up with us. She's actually standing behind you, Justin.
Oh,
trying to pick your pocket, perhaps.
right. Kim is great. Wonderful.
Going for the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Denver North, never say die. Robert Castillo. And that is the 4th touchdown pass for the freshman, Santiago Marin. 312 yards on the night.
Wow.
Good heavens. Also our cameramen, they work sometimes in adverse conditions. Alan Wardis, Miles Wardis, and Mark Olson. Graphics, John Ciula. The replay guy is Will Nestle or Noosley.
Either or.
Not to him.
Right.
I apologize, Will, if I messed up your name. Utility, Altamira Hudson. Utility means she can do it all. Our stat man, Connor Shreve, and our booth assistant, Chris O'Neill. There he is.
There you go.
He's our bodyguard. We got to give him a title, bodyguard. So, hey, to the entire crew, thanks for making Justin and I look good sometimes. You guys are here early, leave late. There's the crowd. The crowd is even saluting our crew.
Exactly.
They're not cheering the football team right now.
They're saluting us.
Exactly. But again, Victor Seif, thank you very much for keeping me employed for another season. And I tell you, Just, this is your 2nd year working with this staff and this crew.
Yeah,
It's fun.
one of the greatest staffs in the state. Without
Well, how would
a
you
doubt.
know? You've only worked with this staff.
I worked with other staffs before.
Fumble on the 2-point try. No, but it is fun.
It is great.
I love these games. Friday night, I look forward to it all year long.
Nothing better than high school football under the lights.
Well, high school baseball,
Yeah.
I would say.
Oh, come on, come on.
You know I'm a baseball guy,
Yes,
Justin.
I know you are.
I love the football too. So, 51-32, 83 points scored tonight.
Well, while we have 71 seconds left to go.
Let's see a replay
in
on
the
that
season.
touchdown.
Yeah, why not? I mean, Santiago, or should I say Mr. Magic Man, look at the throwing the ball up. Again to Castillo. Wide open on the seam route, catches the ball. Hauls in it for the touchdown.
Now, we were watching the warm-ups down on the field, and there were a lot of drop passes by Denver North. But tonight, during the game, they've made those plays.
Well, I mean, you had some amazing catches here. You had a one-handed catch. You had, a couple of guys spinning off. Remember the play by Cesar Escobedo, where, on his touchdown, a 66-yard touchdown, he caught it over the middle, made a great spin off of a tackle, ran it in for a touchdown, and then later on, one guy was holding his arm, and he caught the ball with one arm. So these guys can catch the ball a little bit.
Here comes an onside kick. Daniel Ramirez try to get a high hop. 2 touchdown catches tonight for Castillo, by the way. 4 catches on the night. And we might have an offside. Another penalty. So we'll see what it is. I assume an offside on the Vikings. You and I now, Justin, we're kind of looking forward to the end of this game. There are some guys on the field, some seniors for Denver North, who would like to extend it a few more minutes if they could.
Why not?
Sure.
I mean, this is, again, for many of them, the last time they will ever strap on the pads. And, it's memories that last forever. I still remember, again, my last game, and I still remember the games that I've played. And, you talk to your friends, and, I'm 7, 8 years out of playing football, and still memories you talk about.
Ball squirts out of bounds. That was not a bad onside kick, but Denver North could not corral it, and Holy Family will be able to run out the clock. But it's been a fun game and a fun season. Again, a couple of weeks ago when we were here for the Erie Holy Family game that Erie lost, it was 43-42 Holy Family the win. They stopped Erie on a 2-point conversion in overtime. That might have been one of the best high school football games I've ever seen.
Oh, yes, that, and remember the first game that we had this year, Broomfield at Legacy, and that game was won on a last-second field goal. So we've had some exciting games this year.
3 years ago, that game also came down to a last-second field goal. Legacy won that, but the last 2 years, Broomfield has won that rivalry.
And don't forget that you could get all these games on the website on
Broomfield.org. And DVDs are also available. The information is on the website. There's also archived games. You can go back and look at games from several years ago. I mean, if you can't get enough of me, just go to the website. And new quarterback in there, Chris Helbig. And another penalty. Come on, officials. I'm tired of this penalty stuff. These guys aren't doing anything out there. They're playing football. Let them play. Now I'm getting annoyed at the Zebras. And they were very nice to us before the game. But now the gloves are off.
Shocking. You annoyed at Zebras, Bill.
I like the Zebras at the zoo. You ever go to the Denver Zoo?
I do.
I try to go once a year.
It's a nice place to be.
Favorite exhibit?
Well, favorite exhibit? They have this new lizard exhibit.
You're a lizard guy?
Well, I do like lizards.
You're a weirdo then.
What do you mean?
I like the big cats. You go to the zoo not to see lizards. You go to see the big cats and the bears.
Well, anybody can see a lion anywhere.
Anywhere? Where?
Yes, anywhere.
Other than the zoo, where do you see a lion? They don't stroll around here.
Well, I go on safaris.
This is not the Serengeti. Yeah, Victor Seif, our director, is from South Africa originally.
Exactly.
That's where tigers and lions roam around.
And that's where I go.
That's why Victor moved to the United States.
To get away
from the big game. I don't even know what's happening right now. There's been penalties all over the place, but Holy Family will have a first down inside the Vikings 20-yard line.
Yeah, and they're setting up for the victory formation.
Holy Family will run their record to 8-2 as they head into the playoffs next week. They finish up 4-1 in league play. And for the North Vikings, tough season. They end up 1-9. They won their first game against Denver West in blowout fashion, 35-6. Then they've lost 9 in a row. But we can tell this team, their future is ahead of them. They scrapped, they fought, they never gave up. They put some pretty big plays together, and this freshman quarterback is somebody they can build around.
Oh, yeah, Santiago's had a wonderful day, 4 touchdowns.
So you're on a first-name basis with him?
I am on a first-name basis with him.
Santiago Marine, remember that name if you're a football fan in this area. And that'll do it. The clock will run out. So a nice job by Holy Family, a 51-32 victory. Here comes the cannon again. Hold your ears. That guy is holding his ears. Any day now.
Is it out?
It's a dud.
It's a dud. It's out.
They ran out of ammo.
Oh, that's awesome. What a great way to end it all, huh?
That guy better be careful, though.
Yeah, don't let it just pop while it's in there.
So again, the final score, Holy Family 51, Denver North 32. Bill Rogan and Justin Adams. And we'll have our post-game show coming up after this. And welcome back to our broadcast. We're here with Holy Family head coach Mike Gabriel after a 51-32 victory for Holy Family. They end up 8-2, and they're heading to the playoffs. And coach, this certainly wasn't an easy game. It was a one-possession game after North scored a touchdown to make it 31-26. Your offense was struggling a little bit, then the fake punt. Who made that call, and why in that situation?
Well, our coaching staff always has that call on call for us. And my special teams coach came to me and suggested it, and I agreed with him, so he made that call.
Now, the second half started out slowly, but you guys dominated the fourth quarter. Is that something you pride your team on?
We do. We talk about starting fast and finishing strong, and I think the kids showed the finish strong piece tonight. They finished that fourth quarter real well.
There were a lot of penalties tonight. How difficult is it to coach your team when there's so many penalties on both sides of the ball?
Penalties are always hard to overcome. We work situations in practice that try to help us to overcome, so we're ready for that scenario in a game. There's a few situations we didn't overcome tonight, and that's something that we'll go back and work on.
How do you prepare your team for the playoffs next week?
New season, so we start from scratch and work like we haven't won all the games we've won already.
David Summers took over in the second half, especially that fourth quarter. His long run sealed it, 77 yards. What does he bring to the table heading into the playoffs?
David's a big piece of what we do. Without David, our offense doesn't go. Without Jared, our offense doesn't go. So those two kids are big for what we do. David's going to be big in the playoffs because we've playing teams that have not seen what he can do. So.
And we're going to talk to Jared D. Herrera in a moment. Talk about his game and what does he mean to this program and how much you're going to miss the senior.
Jared's a 3-year starter. He started at fullback for 2 years in tail this year for us. 1,000-yard rusher. You know, that's something that's hard to replace. And a great character kid, good in the classroom and good leader. So we'll miss him for sure, but I'm glad he's had the success he had this year.
Now here at Holy Family, the fight song is the Notre Dame Victory March. I know you're a Notre Dame fan. They're going to go undefeated this year?
They're going to go undefeated, but I don't think they're going to get a shot.
We'll see what happens. Coach, thank you very much. Good luck in the playoffs. Now we're going to bring in Jared D. Herrera. 120 yards on the ground tonight. And Jared, first of all, congratulations on a great career. It's not over yet. But what's your emotions when you play in Mike G. Gabriel Stadium for the last time?
Well, you know, we're praying that it's not going to be the last time. But it is pretty sad. I've been playing here since I was a freshman. You know, I remember very vividly my first play here.
What was it?
I actually played quarterback when I was a freshman. And it was a 18 sweep around the right side, and I couldn't even feel my legs. So, yeah, I remember that pretty well.
Now, as a senior heading into the playoffs, what is your role off the field with this team?
You know what? I just try to be the best leader I can, and you know, I try to push my teammates as hard as they can. You know, I love all my guys, and I try to keep a positive environment, you know, through the locker room and all that.
Now, Denver North came in 1-8. It would be easy to overlook them. They put up a scrappy game though tonight.
Yeah, they did. They're a very good football team. They run it well. They passed on us a couple times successfully. So we came out, I think, a little slow. But you know what? This game honestly doesn't really matter all that much anymore. So.
Well, you look ahead to the playoffs. How good do you think this team can get in the playoffs? Get hot, maybe lightning in a bottle. How far can you go?
You know what? Honestly, if we play the way that we should. If we play the way that we're coached and, you know, all of our guys do their job, we're praying for a state championship. You know, every year you're playing for a state championship. So. Well,
we've seen you a lot here at Holy Family playing, but all good things sometimes come to an end. There's a new chapter. What's in the future for you? What are your plans?
You know what? I'm kind of, you know, trying to follow, you know, whatever God takes me, I guess. So, you know, whether that's playing college football or, you know, going wherever. I'm not really sure yet, you know.
Well, I'm sure you'll be successful, and hopefully next week you'll also be successful and pick up a win for Holy Family. Jared, thank you very much. Congratulations on a great game and career. We bring in Justin Adams as Jared, the last man off the field tonight, and there's a lot of people waiting for him over there. Justin, it's over for our season. We look forward to some basketball, and then, of course, next year. But this Holy Family team, how dangerous do you think they are in the playoffs?
Well, with the type of offense that they have, the quick pace that they are, and if they can get enough defensively, they're a type of team that could go very far in the playoffs and even could challenge for state.
One of the things I like about Mike Gabriel, he's pretty even-keeled. So I don't think his team is going to be flat or overly exuberant. They're going to go in as if it's just a regular game, and they're not going to certainly be intimidated.
Yeah, and a lot has to do with matchups, the seed pairings, which they'll find out on Sunday. So, their first game, they will have to go on the road, and then depending on what happens after that, if they win, and, they may even be able to play a playoff game back here. So, that will definitely work in their favor. As we've seen, there's a lot of magic that happens here when Holy Family plays at home.
What do they need to do better to be successful in the playoffs?
Oh, so you have to cut out the turnovers. I mean, when you have a team down 21-0, you cannot have a muffed punt, and then give a team who shouldn't be in the game an opportunity to get back into the game. And then secondly, and most importantly, what we saw today, you cannot hurt yourself with penalties. Plenty of times they've had drives where, they had the quick-paced offense, had the defense on their heels, but because of penalties, it slowed down the progress of the offense and stalled the drive.
And we'll see you ever win a game again.
Yes, they will.
That was a cheap shot at Justin Adams. I had to get one more in on our last broadcast. Hey, it's been a fun year. Victor Seif, our director, thanks to him and his crew. Thanks to our stat man, Connor Shreve. So for Justin Adams, I'm Bill Rogan. Once again, the final score tonight, Holy Family wins their 8th game, 51-32 over Denver North. Thanks for watching, everybody, and good night.